Alright, Shalom. We give all praises to
Yahawah,
YAHAWASHI,
YAHAWASHI, YAHAWAH.
God want to say the apostle of great millstone and taught us his truth.
That's right.
And blesses all you sincere laborers out there pushing his truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. And Shalom also to you few sisters out there hearkening onto the words of the Most High. Alright, we come out here once a week, GMS St. Petersburg, Florida. Alright, we like to YAHAWASHI, for the spirit on us to come out here once again. Alright, another week. Alright, the topic of this lesson today is going to be pride was not made for men. Alright, hold on, let me fix this camera real quick.
Put up a little bit.
Yeah, put up a little more. There we go. Alright, pride was not made for men. Okay? There's no need for anybody to be prideful. Okay? Because the Most High is in control of everything. Through the Most High is the reason why we're here to walk this earth. Through him, alright, if him, we wouldn't even be here alive today.
Right.
Alright, so pride, there's absolutely no room for a man to be prideful. Alright, at all. And with that, we're just going to get right to the scriptures.
Sirach, chapter 10, verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High.
So when one departed from the Most High. Because then he going into his own will, into his own power. Alright? He start thinking of his own self. Was he able to accomplish certain things? Exactly. The Most High wasn't needed for this, or the Most High wasn't needed for that, man. Alright? Go ahead.
And his heart is turned away from his maker.
And his heart is turned away from his maker. Right? Because you get lifted up in your pride, get lifted up in your own self, man. Go ahead.
Verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin.
For pride is the beginning of sin, because that's so right. So that's how that sin beginneth, man. Through that pride. You start going off, you stop hearkening. Alright, you start thinking through your own will, you're able to do something. Alright, you're going after your own mind instead of lead. The scripture say, lead not into thy own understanding, man. Alright? So that's the beginning of sin, man, pride. And pride has destroyed many. Pride has led the so-called white man into thinking that through his own power, he was able to conquer the world. Alright? Through his own power or through his own strength, was he able to take down the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans? Go ahead.
And he that hath it shall pour out abominations.
So he that hath pride shall pour out abominations. Go ahead.
Esau. And therefore the Lord, YAHAWASHI, brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew.
Go ahead.
And overthrew them utterly.
So the Most High, somebody's full of pride. The scripture say pride goes before a fall, man. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty look before a fall. All right? Read that again, Baba.
Sirach 10, verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore, YAHAWASHI brought upon them strange calamities.
So a person that's full of pride, that's what's going to come upon you, man. Strange calamities. And as we see, America, all right, is the most pridest nation on the planet. All right? America has been lifted up. All right? America is full of nothing but hype, man. They claim to be the greatest country on the planet. They claim to have the greatest military. All right? They're proud to be American. Go ahead.
And overthrew them utterly. YAHAWASHI have cast down the thrones of proud princes.
So the Most High has cast down the thrones of proud princes. Alright? Is not Esau falling in that same stead? The Most High is going to cast the throne of these proud princes, man. Esau even. Hey, give me Romans 9.
This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. All right, because the scriptures tell you, all right, in the same chapter we read, and also in Psalms, the 75th chapter, all right, that YAHAWASHI, all right, promotion come not from the east nor from the west, all right, but promotion coming from YAHAWASHI, man, all right. So you damn right, this man pride has deceived him, man, all right, you know. Because the king's heart is in the hands of YAHAWASHI. The scripture, one of his titles is the King of Nations, man. All right? The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
So the Most High is in control of everything. The Most High set America up on high.
That's right.
All right? Read on.
Sirach 10 verse 14. YAHAWASHI have cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead.
Set up the meek in their stead. Right? Because the proud princes in these days are the so-called white men. Right? And what he said, he would set up one that is profitable.
That's right.
All right? Yep. So the Most High is going to cast the throne of this proud nation, America. Right? Because America is full of pride. Here it is. Only reason why America surpassed all the nations over these past years is because they brought the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and put them in slavery. All right, so they had a lot of financing. All right, they had 400 plus years of free labor. That's how they was able to surpass the nations so greatly. All right, that's how they was able to become that world superpower, man. All right, due to enslavement of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. So America is full of pride, man. It thinks through its own strength that it got to the caliber that it has reached, man. All right, go ahead.
Yep, Sirach 10 verse 15. YAHAWASHI have plucked up the roots of the proud nations.
So the Most High is going to pluck up the roots of these proud nations, man. All right? They didn't give glory to the Most High. All right, here it is, the so-called white man still saying through his power that he has the technology that he's gotten through his own strength or through his own wisdom, man. All right? Little you know, the Most High raised you up just to show his power. Go ahead.
The scripture says, sit down in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. There is no throne.
He's going to read the next word.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
As it is written, because that's written in Malachi, I believe, the first chapter, the water. All right? Jacob have you loved, but Esau have you hated. The Most High has loved you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. But the Esau Edom, all right, known as the so-called white race today, the Most High said he has hated them. Read on.
It says, verse 14, Romans 9 and 14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness in the Most High?
Is there unrighteousness in the Most High because we love one and hate the other? Go ahead.
God forbid.
God forbid. So there's no unrighteousness with the Heavenly Father, man. All right, he loves who he loves and he hates who he hates, man. And yes, the Most High hates is written in the scriptures. Go ahead.
For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth.
So once again, it's not him that willeth, nor of him that runneth. So where's the room for pride, man? All right? The Most High has set everything in order. Through the Most High, everything was ordained. Through his power. Go ahead.
Verse 17, for the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee.
So the Most High is using the same example. He's raised Pharaoh up to show his power in him, man. So same thing with America. The Most High raised America up to show his power, man. And with great destruction is he going to bring it down. The scripture says, thus in 1 hour, man, thy judgment has come. All right? Revelation 18 and 21. Did you get that from me real quick, Let
me finish this here off at the bottom. It says, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
That his name might be declared throughout all the earth. So the Most High raised up Pharaoh, all right? Which Esau Edom is that modern day Pharaoh today, man. All right? Go ahead.
Revelations chapter 18, verse 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down.
Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, man.
Right.
Right? So America was violently established, so America is going to be violently taken out.
That's right.
Not through us, not through our power, but once again, going back through the hands of the Most High. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. That's
right.
All right? And that's just the way the Most High always did things. He used a few men to take it out, so what? The glory can be given unto him.
That's right.
So man cannot boast himself up in their pride.
That's right, man.
All right? So where there's no room for pride. All right? If you always acknowledge that the Most High is in control of everything, pride can't seep in, man. Because you always get a pride, you always get a power and a glory unto Yahawah.
That's right. That's right. And shall be found no more at all.
It shall be found no more at all, man. So the Most High is going to remove America off the map. Man.
That's right.
And all the pride, all right, all that pride is going to be brought low very soon, man. Go ahead.
Sirach 10, verse 16. Verse 15. YAHAWASHI have plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place.
And that's what's going to happen, man. That's why the scriptures say the meek shall inherit the earth. Spirit. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 16. The Lord overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundation of the earth.
So the Lord overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them. All right? And the Most High is going to do the same thing to this modern day kingdom we got going today, known as so-called America, all right? AKA Babylon in the scriptures. The Most High is going to overthrow this kingdom because it's full of pride. It's a proud nation. What do you say? I'm proud to be an American.
Yep, the few, the proud, the Marines.
All right? Pride has lifted this nation up, man.
Yeah, I want to add, you know how they have a whole month for homosexuals. What they use, they say gay pride.
Yeah.
They take pride in that, man. Then on top of that, they take the rainbow, which was actually a covenant to the nation of Israel or the whole world, and he will not flood the earth again, and they take that and use that as a symbol.
Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow like Skittles.
Sirach 10, verse 17. He took some of them away and destroyed them, and have made them memorial to cease from the earth.
Going back to the gay pride thing, right? The scriptures say he took some of them and made. Read that again, Bible translation.
Sirach 10, verse 17. He took some of them away and destroyed them.
Go ahead.
And have made their memorial.
Made a memorial, a memory. All right? Because what? When you said a memorial here, you say in memory of such and such. Yep. Now going back to what that reminds you of, 2 Peter's. Lot vexed with the conversation of the wicked. Exactly. All right? Now what he said, put them in remembrance on them that should live ungodly after them. So Sodom and Gomorrah was that memorial. And what was they known for? Homosexuality, lesbians, bestiality, all that shit going on today, man.
And also to add into what you're saying, what happened to Lot's wife? Lot's wife got turned to a pillar of salt because she looked back on that wicked kingdom. So like looking back on America, America is that prideful kingdom as well. And remember, pride goes before destruction. So if you want to dwell and be a part of something that's prideful, you're going to actually perish with that pride at the same time. Okay? Brother Bob, the precept real quick. 1 John 2 and 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, it's not of the Father, but it's of the world. Exactly.
Not of the Father, but it's of the world. So, hey, if you got pride in you, you're going off the spirit of the world, man. That's the spirit of the world. The scripture says, love not the world, neither things that are in the world. All right? If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Man. Hey, that's why the Most High say, the meek shall inherit the earth. And what? The meek are the men of the Lord, man. Because why? They give him all the glory. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to pull something.
They give him all the glory. The men of the Lord give the Most High all the glory. They reverence the Most High. Because they know through him, all right, we're able to be here. They know through him we get fed every day. They give all the glory unto YAHAWASHI, man. That's why the meek, the men of the Lord will, we be of that hopeful elect. We're going to inherit the earth, man. All right? Because what? We put pride far from us. Okay? Read that again, Bible Shai. You can go to that.
Come. Sirach chapter 10, verse 17. He took some away and
talking about the heathens, all right? He took some away, and what's that account? All right, Sodom and Gomorrah, them damn, what is it, Hamites? Well, they go back to Ham. Well, I was looking for the specific tribe, whether it was the Philistines or the Canaanites, but I know they go back to Ham. Yeah. Well, go ahead.
Come. He took some of them away and destroyed them, and have made them memorial.
Made them a memorial. Go ahead.
To cease from the earth.
To cease from the earth. Now let's get the count. Go ahead, read that, Dawah.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2. We started verse. I'll start at verse 5, I guess. Or verse 4.
But so you have to step in a little bit so people can hear. That's it.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. For the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person.
Spared not Noah, the old world, but saved what? 8 people. Okay, because why? During back then, what the scriptures tell you, I believe is it Genesis the 10th chapter? No, the exact account where Noah, the Lord saw that the hearts of man were evil, man. All right? The scriptures say men have sought out many imaginations. All right? The adventures of the men were evil, man. He found that out. Why? They was filled with pride, man. Going once again, leaning to their own understanding, their own will, man. So the Most High had to destroy them. Go ahead.
This is Genesis 6 and 5. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth.
The wickedness of man was great in the earth. How do we know wickedness from righteous? Through the law. All right? And the law was verbal back then. Want to know how? Because Noah was able to gather the animals from clean and unclean, man. So what? That's how you know the law is just verbal. Because he wouldn't be able to distinguish clean from unclean animals.
Wait, his son wound up sinning, right?
Exactly.
So how he wound up sinning if he didn't have the law?
Exactly.
And righteousness comes from the law, because the Lord said that Noah was righteous. Right?
And he preached 120 years. What was he preaching?
Exactly. Hey, and then going all the way back before Noah, Adam and Eve. Hey, when Cain slew Abel, all right, that was murder.
Yeah, murder.
So that was a law broken right there. So automatically he was accounted for that charge.
Your brother's blood cries unto me. Go ahead.
I was gonna say also the offerings. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to get the first fruits. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
How did Cain go off?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
didn't present worthy offering, man. All right.
The Lord wanted him to offer.
Exactly. So the law is already present back then, man. So that's how we was able to see what was wicked and what was righteous. Go ahead.
Genesis 6 and 5 again. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart were only evil continually.
Only evil. Now, what's the beginning of sin? Is when a man departs from the Most High, man.
That's right. Yep.
All right.
Yep. That's it. Yep.
So those evil thoughts, those are you departing from the Most High. Because the Most High, the scripture say the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, man. Neither he tempted any man. Okay. So when those evil thoughts come into your mind, what? You depart from the Most High, man. All right. Go ahead.
Sirach.
Oh wait, he got a quick precept. All right, go back to 2 Peter's Bible.
This is 2 Peter's chapter 2, verse 5 again. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of
preacher of righteousness. So what you said? What was he preaching? Right? Did you say that?
He had to be preaching the law.
Exactly. Had to be. Let these people know how they going on, man.
Going back to the commandments in the Garden of Eden, with the Most High telling y'all can eat from any tree but these trees. That's a law, a statute in the commandment.
Hey, and that's the spirit, because what did YAHWASHI say?
Hey, you're an Edomite. Just remember that.
YAHWASHI said, go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel and preach it to them repentance, right? But what did YAHWASHI say? He said, I come not to destroy the law, but to fulfill it, man. All right? So that's why we keep the law of faith, man. All right? Which is by our righteousness, man. All right? Which is being just. Okay? All right? So, yeah, he was preaching the law then, man. All right? There's no new thing under the sun, man. You know?
This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 6 again. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
Turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes. Why? Because of their pride, man. That gay stuff and the homosexuality that was going on, man. Now read that again. Yeah, read that again, Baba Shah.
Sirach, chapter 10, verse 17. He took some of them away and destroyed them.
So what was some of them? Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, what it said, turn the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes. All right, read that. Go ahead.
He took some of them away and destroyed them.
And destroyed them. So ancient Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, man.
That's right.
And what happened?
And have made their memorial.
And made the memorial. So stop right there. Go back to this Bible.
2 Peter chapter 2, verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
And you can go look that up right now on YouTube.
Yeah.
Sodom and Gomorrah found, man.
Yeah.
It's a memorial right now. Ash, man. Sulfur.
Yeah.
Still right now, man.
To this day.
The way the region is shaped, you can see that it was once a city there, man. Go ahead.
It says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
Which is a memorial.
Right.
Making them an example. So what? Sodom and Gomorrah is a big memorial, man.
Remembrance.
Remember.
What pride will get you.
Yeah, exactly.
Destroy
Destroy you, man. All right?
It's like when your parents say, look, let that be an example to y'all not to mess up. You know what I'm saying? With you and your siblings, one of them get a whooping, and they're like, you done went and did the same thing? That's exactly what happened to us. We seen the Northern Kingdom go off first, and the Most High was like, all right, y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna get it way worse.
Hey, now that's the spirit. Do not you have a older, like an older brother, right? Or older sister, older relatives? So what? Do not the scriptures refer to Babylon the Great as the daughter of Babylon? Right. So the same thing that happened in ancient Babylon. All right, it's going to happen now. That's why the scriptures tell you.
And what happened in ancient Babylon? They all came together under one language.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. One
people, one consent.
Yep.
That's happening right now.
That's right. As we speak.
So what? America is following after its older sister.
Yep.
Babylon.
Exactly, man.
All right.
Yep. That's right.
Look, like you said.
Or mother.
Yeah, or mother. You know.
Yep. Spirit,
like you say, man. You know. It's an example. Yep. So I tore up your elder sibling or your mother.
Exactly.
You didn't follow after, but you following after the same thing. You following after their footsteps.
Right.
Old daughter. That's called old daughter because they follow after the same
philosophies. Customs.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
And you know what Jake said in the world: the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Spirit.
Right.
All right. So, hey, they're going to show you why the destruction of America is going to be so much greater.
Right.
All right? Because the Most High set up so many examples, memorials, on how not to be, but America still follows and conducts itself in like manner, man. All right? Go ahead. Keep reading that.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 7. And delivered just Lot.
Wait, read up a little bit.
Verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes. Condemn them with an overthrow. Making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
Make them example, a memorial unto those that after that should live ungodly. Go ahead.
And delivered just Lot, vexed with filthy conversation of the wicked.
Con. I think that's it on that, is it?
Making it.
Just Lot.
Yeah, that's it, man. So the Most High delivered just Lot, man.
Just Lot.
Okay, and that's going to happen again. We going to, hey, the Most High going to deliver just his men.
That's right.
And they elect.
That's right.
The 1/3. Vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man.
That's right. Let the multitude perish.
Okay? Because why? They too pride, man. Too proudful. Gay pride. That's what they have is gay pride. It's literally gay pride. Why? Because they proud to be gay, man.
They're proud of their wickedness. A righteous individual had nothing to be proudful in because you realize, man, that you nothing.
Exactly.
You know, because real righteousness is a filthy wrath. The Lord even said, I was wroth with my people and I polluted my inheritance, man.
You know? Good precept on that. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 31. Behold, I am against thee most proud, saith Yahawah.
The Most High say he is against them most proud, man. He's against Babylon. So what? When they say God shed his grace on thee, the Most High didn't shed his grace on America, man. God never blessed America. He said, I'm against thee, O most proud. Go ahead.
For the day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up.
That's right.
So it's the day come that the Most High is going to visit America.
That's right.
All right. and he's going to destroy it off the face of the earth.
That's right.
And it's coming real soon. America is on a constant decline, man.
That's right, man.
Hey,
all right.
And if I may also add, like the book Without Sanctuary, they actually have postcards where they took pictures of us being hung, and then they'll mail them to their aunties and their fathers, saying we had a barbecue. They took pride in killing us, man. They took pride in murdering us.
To this day.
To this day, they still do it. You know?
Let me finish this off. It says, verse 32, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up.
The most proud. The most proud. So America's the most proud, man. Okay?
It says,
Hey, even Putin said that. All right? He even acknowledged, like, yo, this just a common era of a superpower. Here it is. You can put sanctions on people, and you can conduct the world in your pride and do things unto them, you know, in an unlawful manner.
Yeah, but and you know what? It is unlawful because you still had no evidence of Assad using chemical weapons on his own people, but you're still trying to infiltrate the, oh yeah, we need to go save the Syrian people, the civilians and everything. He unlawfully infiltrated them people. That's why he asked Russia to come help them.
And just recently there was an article, America, they talking about they need to send more troops to occupy Syria, because to keep the stability in the country. That's what they said, to keep it stable, so the terrorists won't rise up. But at the end of the day, all right, the American troops are only backing the rebels.
Right.
You know, they're not actually backing the Assad government.
they proxies.
Yeah.
Vladimir
You
Putin
know?
came out and exposed that. Hell, that's why you don't see ISIS on the damn news no more, because Russia over there fucking them all up, and America can't say nothing about it. You know what I mean? They the ones mad with Russia. That's why they mad with Russia and Syria.
You fucking up my plan. You putting you threw the monkey wrench in my plan.
So they can't be like, ISIS is doing this or doing that no more, or they can't be like, damn, Russia's just destroying ISIS. This needs to stop. But hold on, ain't ISIS a
hold on,
terrorist?
I thought you was over there fighting against.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on, how the hell you the greatest army in the world, military, but you can't stop some raghead driving in Toyotas that got U.S. license plates on it. Get out of here, man. Where do they get AKs and RPGs from?
Hey, hey, that's true, because the man who sold his Toyota
You told me
said he
that.
saw it over there,
Because he
man.
remembers something.
Yeah.
Hey, that's mine. I sold that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Selling old Toyotas and shit to them, man. They driving in Tundras and shit, man, and Tacomas.
And think about
You
this
know?
though. If you think about ISIS too, man, these are these raghead Ishmaelites over there. It's like vast land. You know, they don't really have a lot of metropolitan areas. Why the hell they get it where they can get a goddamn phone and Wi-Fi in the middle of the desert with a scarf on their face? Esau set them up, man. Where you get Wi-Fi from? You way out there, upload videos, HD quality. HD.
And when you really,
Hey, YouTube Premium and shit.
YouTube. Hold on, ISIS got a premium account.
Premium YouTube
you
account.
need a credit card for that?
Esau tripping, bro.
Hey, what I said? You need a credit card for a YouTube premium account.
Yeah, you
man.
do, you do.
Hey, when in the bank probably trace back to America and shit.
Exactly.
And Colorado.
Wells Fargo and shit.
No, I
man,
mean,
you know?
ISIS
John
is actually the NGO for ISIS, the non-governmental organization for that is headquartered in Colorado. Like, it's not a secret. Like, America funds them in Colorado through I forgot how they name it, but it's exactly what you think it is. It's to stir up all that stuff legally and legitimately, man.
Hey, so they don't gotta watch commercials on their YouTube videos and shit, man. You know? Direct
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Direct upload. No screening.
Yeah. Go ahead,
But they screen our videos.
Finishing off, it says, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up.
So no way, when America is on that decline and falling, all right, ain't nobody gonna grab him hand and help him up. Like, hey, let's restore America. The scriptures say we would have healed Babylon, all right, but there's no healing.
Yeah, that
all right?
died 1 and 3.
Okay.
It says, and I will kindle fire in the cities and should devour all round about.
That's cold. He
Going
said,
back to that 2 Peter.
yeah, he said, I will kindle fire in the cities. Read that one more
Yeah,
time.
go ahead.
It says,
ahead.
let me read 31 to 32. It says, behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith Yahweh, power of hosts. For the day is come, and the time that I will visit thee. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle fire in the cities, and it shall devour all round about it.
So I will kindle fire in the cities, and it shall devour all round about it. All right? Did he not say If it not be already kindled, I come to bring fire. What be if not already kindled?
That's right.
All right, and devour all round about thee. The scripture say all that around her bend the bow and shoot at her.
That's right.
Yeah,
all right.
That's what we read Jeremiah 50 and 51. That's what it's all talking about.
That's human fire.
You know. You have something?
Yeah, just back up. This is Isaiah 66 and 16. For by fire and by his sword will Yahawah plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Fire all around about, like you said.
All they that bend the bow, man.
Yeah, hey, man, the Lord ain't fucking around, man. All right, this is that time of judgment, man. You know? Why do you think you got all these nations gathering an arsenal of nuclear on a nuclear arms race, man? All right? Isaiah 54:16, man. YAHAWASHI ain't fucking around with America, man. He said he has set a bound that they cannot pass, man. Day of darkness is ready at his hand, man. All right? The pride of thy heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, man. You know? Follow things through the spirit.
Come on, man.
You know?
Hey, judgment is not.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Go ahead.
That's it on there? Yeah. Back to the Sirach. Come. Sirach. This is Sirach. Oh, so I got a quick precept real quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Beautiful precept.
You want to speak on it?
Yeah, hey, man. Hey, the scripture say because a sentence of an evil work is not executed speedily, man. All right, the Lord said he wished that none should perish, but shall come into repentance, man. You know? So everything is set, like the brother was saying, man. Pride was not made for a man, man. You know? When you really understand that YAHAWASHI has not only is he the God of all flesh, but the Father of spirits, and he has a certain time for all flesh to be judged, you know, that should put you in fear, man. Scripture say, fear ye not me, Jeremiah 5:22, who have set a bound that the sea cannot pass. That's a power to be feared, man. You know? But folly is set in great dignity, man. You know?
Look at the earthquake.
Yeah, come. This is Sirach, chapter 10, verse 17. He took some of them away and destroyed them, and have made their memorial to cease from all the earth.
As we read, Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's right.
All right. Hey, that city, hey, that land right now hasn't been inhabited since,
man. Thousands of years ago, man.
Okay.
Just the purest form of sulfur you can find on the earth.
On the earth, nowhere else.
Nowhere else. Purest form.
Go ahead.
Come. Verse 18. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman.
So the scripture said it, man. Pride was not made for men. Okay? So there's no need for that. That's why that pride leads to that destruction. Right. That pride leads to you bugging out, man. All right?
Bucking up against the elders.
James,
you know?
Go ahead.
Saying they need to step up and shit, man. After 30 plus years, man. They need to step up, though.
And niggas barely doing 3 videos.
Fuck out of here, man.
They ain't even in GMS, but they barely doing 3 videos.
Kind. But where do you get the names from?
Spirit revealed them to me.
Fuck off. Sirach, chapter 10, verse 19. They that fear the Lord, YAHAWASHI, are a sure seed.
Or a sure seed, man. They that fear the Lord. Why? Because they ain't powerful. Go ahead.
And they that love him, an honorable plant.
An honorable plant. All right? Because that's what it really is. Going back to that parable all the way back from the beginning, man. All right, and Adam and Eve, when they hid amongst the trees in the forest, or eating out from this tree, those are the other nations, man. So what? We was that honorable plant. Going back to Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter. I have planted thee a righteous and a noble vine, but thou hast become a degenerate, strange plant unto me, man.
That's right, yeah.
All right?
That's right. Spirit.
So they that fear the Lord are honorable seed.
That's the elect.
I got something for you.
Go ahead.
Back that up. Psalms 1:1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of Yahawah, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper.
But he said the wicked shall be unrooted.
It's right. Come on, spirit. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff.
Oh,
which
and
the,
did not Yahawashi said every plant that my father has not
I was just gonna grab that. Spirit.
Get it.
No, you spirit.
Get it.
Spirit.
Get it. Spirit.
That's the spirit.
Because the ungodly gonna be rooted out.
Exactly. And what did Paul say? He said, I have planted and Apollos has water.
Yeah. But the Most High give it the increase.
Right. So, you might be growing and flourishing good, but if the Most High didn't plant that seed,
if you put that water on it,
oh, it's gonna be brought out.
If the spirit not getting put on you, you're gonna get drawn out.
You know.
St. John 15 verse 1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit.
Ooh, he said he purgeth it. Which means what? He said, as gold is trying to fire, so is acceptable man in the furnace of adversity.
That's right.
Hey, and then how did he appear to Moses?
In a burning bush.
That's right.
Exactly.
That fire.
Same concept.
What did the Lord say though? His ministers are flames of fire.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
He appeared on the Moses in a burning bush.
Yep.
But what right here it says he's gonna purge the plant.
Purge the plant.
That's spiritual stuff.
You know, shit talking about Esau. He said he's gonna need to leave them root nor branch.
That's right.
Malachi 4. Purging that plant. Talking about the wheat. How do you say? Basically, we're gonna grow together. Yeah, they're gonna be separated back out. You know, it's the same with our people. You know, 2/3 gonna be weeded out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, because what the angels gonna do? They're gonna separate the tares from the wheat, man. You know.
And the sheep from the goat.
That's right, and the sheep from the goats. That's right, man.
And don't you know when they old school gardening, they don't use that weed out. They don't spray.
No,
they
don't.
Actually get on their hands and knees and
pick the weeds up.
They pick the weeds out of there. You know,
literally, physically,
literally pick you up out of here.
Bro, that's everything.
Like, no, we don't. You know, your grandma don't like using that sprayer. They all go out there with a
don't
bucket.
Put that on my flower.
Go out there with a bucket and pull that shit out, man.
Got them gardening gloves on, get on their hands and knees. Got a little knee pads on. She old. You know how I go, man. A snuff in the mouth. Old school.
Well, I'm jumping down to the point. Verse 5. St. John 15, verse 5. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch, and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned.
That's what's gonna happen, man. I know that tree gonna. Shalom, let me back up. All right. Wait, read what you read. Yeah, I think you hit the point. Read that again. Then we're gonna hit it.
Sirach chapter 10 verse 19. They that fear YAHAWASHI are a sure seed.
Are a sure seed.
And they that love him, an honorable plant.
An honorable plant, all right? So they that love him, an honorable plant. They that hearken is an honorable plant, man. All right? A sure seed, that fear the Most High. That hearkening. Now read this, Baba Gashah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21. Yet I planted a tree, yet I planted thee a noble vine, holy a right seed.
So initially the Most High planted us as a noble vine, a holy, a right seed. So initially that's what he did. All right, Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. Thou hearken unto these words, I will set thee on high. Here it is. Follow these laws, statutes, commandments. This will be your wisdom in sight of the nations. All right. So we were set up for that. You know. But get Deuteronomy 45. All right. All right. So initially that's what it was. The Most High set us up to be that holy seed, to be that righteous seed. All right.
Come.
Go ahead. You got it?
Oh, you want me to get it? Okay. You said Deuteronomy 4 and 5? Deuteronomy 4 and 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes in judgment.
So that's him planting us to be that noble and that righteous seed, teaching us.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
Even as Yahawah, Allahayanawa, the Lord my God, commanded me that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
So, hey, he planted. Going back, now read this again, Baba Gashah.
All right, we are Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21. Yet I planted thee a noble vine, holy a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of strange vine unto me.
So we turn into like a wild plant unto the Lord, man. All right, imagine having you a garden, right? And you don't keep it up, you don't do anything to it. When you come back, it's gonna be wild weeds growing everywhere. So the Most High looking like, damn, thou has become a degenerate plant unto me, man. All right, go ahead. It's Deuteronomy chapter 32. Let's start at verse 4. I'm gonna jump over. It says it's talking about our power. He is the rock. His work is perfect. For all his ways are judgment. A power of truth and without iniquity. Just and right is he.
Salah. What was that?
Deuteronomy 32 and 4. Yeah, 4. Now jumping over to get the comparison, it says, for their rock is not our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges. For their vine is the vine of Sodom and the fields of Gomorrah.
That's one of them.
Their grapes are the grapes of gall. Their clusters are bitter. Their wine is the poison of dragons and the cruel venom of asps.
Which is the reason why he said, eat not of this tree.
You know?
That's right.
It's wine, it's the poison. The philosophy, the decrees, unrighteous decrees.
Eat not of this tree. The philosophy.
That's right.
This
don't
vine.
Drink from this vine.
Don't drink
from it.
But what?
Exactly.
Eve, you know.
But today, that Babylon juice, which is that wine.
That was that Revelation
Which
17.
is the same thing.
Exactly.
Going back to the serpent right here today.
Going back to what we just read, though, we got our own vine to be drinking and eating off of, but what? We keep cleaving onto them.
Exactly.
You know?
YAHAWASHI is the true vine. That's the vine we drinking from.
That's right.
His blood would be the wine for the Passover.
That's right.
Was he not Adam?
No.
You know?
Hey, cause what it said first Corinthians 15 chapter, he said the first Adam.
Yep, first Adam, yep, on the earth. Last
I got some of them y'all spirit.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Get what you got.
Isaiah 61 and 3. I'm gonna start at 2. To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all that mourn, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. Con.
That's beautiful, man.
Yep. Hey, you know, they go back to that 1 Corinthians 6 and 20. So he said you've been bought with a price, so therefore glorify the Lord in your bodies. So we are the righteous seed, the righteous plants, man.
And it's one in Ezekiel too. I ain't got my
Go ahead, quote it. What you got?
Damn. I have planted it pretty much. I have to look for it. But continue where he left off at.
God, this is Sirach 10 and 19 again. Start from the top. They that fear the Lord are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed.
They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed, man. All right? Go ahead.
Shalom to you too, sister. YAHAWASHI, Shabbat, Chakadash, Barakathon. She said we fed him.
Yeah.
They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed. All right.
So a deceiver is someone who's not keeping the law.
Yep.
That's right. That's a snake. Teach me not to keep the commandments. Exactly. Hey, which goes back to the brother from Jesus Born Again. He had brought it out. What do you call it? The Templars or the Orientals, which goes back to OTO. Yep, the Knights Templar, because it goes back to a book called Thelma, where basically the whole premise is do as thou wilt. When you do what you want, then you're not taking heed to the laws, such and commandments of the Heavenly Father. Now you lean into thy own understanding, how you feel. You know,
the pride of thy heart has deceived.
The pride of thy heart, because the heart is desperately wicked. All right, for all things, man.
That's why I say when the scriptures say ye are your father the devil, all right, talking about Esau, Edom, talking to 2/3 of our own people. Well, because Esau is the father of those deeds, man.
Habakkuk 2 and 5, because he transgressed by one, he is a proud man.
You know?
This is you wanted that Obadiah about the cliffs of rock. Now I'm gonna read this over. We speaking on that Sodom and Gomorrah. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 14. I've heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come up against her, rise up to her in battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among them. Thy terribleness deceived thee,
and the terribleness have deceived thee.
And the
All right. Go ahead.
and the pride of thy heart, O thou dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the heights of the hill, though thou should make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith Yahawah. Also, Edom shall be a desolation, everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished at his and all the plagues thereof. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighboring cities thereof, saith Yahawah, no man shall abide there, neither shall the Son of Man dwell therein.
So America's going to be another memorial, man, of the nations on what not to be. What? Due to the pride, man. Because what the scriptures say, honorable seed will hearken in fear, but dishonorable will pretty much disobey the law, statutes, commandments, man. So Esau is that dishonorable seed. Did not the Most High say, I made a vessel unto honor and a vessel unto dishonor? All right. Esau is that vessel unto dishonor, man.
And that's beautiful, because we are honorable seed. Because what it says in the commandment, it says, honor thy father and thy mother. The scripture says, thy maker is thy husband. All right? And the heavenly Father is our maker. And what's our mother? That'll be wisdom. Tell you that in Sirach 15 chapter.
And what's wisdom? The scripture say, not all wisdom is wisdom.
You got a point. You got a point. All wisdom is not wisdom. You're absolutely right.
Go ahead.
That was it over there. I was right here. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of Yahawah is the beginning of knowledge. Let me start up at 5. It says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain to all wise counsel. To understand a proverb and an interpretation.
So a wise man will listen and increase learning.
And be reproved.
And will not go according to his own mind. All right? Thus saith the Lord. Because why? Then again, that's when pride, because you can't be corrected. All right? That's when that pride sleep in, and that's when destruction cometh upon you suddenly, man. All right? Go ahead.
It says, to understand a proverb and interpretation, the word of the wise and the dark sayings. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge.
So the fear of the Most High, man, that's the beginning of knowledge. But what? You got to hearken, man. You got to listen. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, man. Go ahead.
He says, but here, continuing on, it says, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
So fools despise wisdom and instruction. All right? Let him hit this one.
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh, this is Proverbs 26 and 9. As a thorn goeth up into the hand of a drunkard, so is a parable in the mouth of fools.
Because when you drunk, you numb. You ain't gonna feel that. So the parable hit them, it's not gonna hit them like it hit us spiritually. You don't understand it.
Go ahead.
Going back, it says Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of Yahawah is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, hear the instruction of thy father.
My son, hear the instruction of thy father. And how the Most High is going to speak to you? Through men. That's why you got to hearken unto men. All right? As long as it's righteous. All right? Because that's the only way the Most High is going to speak to you. He's not going to come down from a cloud and speak unto you. So anytime somebody say something to you, you need to hearken and listen, because that's the spirit of the Most High speaking through them. You believe them to be men of the Lord, so you got to believe that the Lord is speaking through those men to speak to you. Go ahead.
It says, my son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother.
Forsake not the law of thy mother.
Honor thy father and thy mother.
Come on. With all her children. With all her children.
Come on.
Go ahead.
That was it on that, but I mean, if you're talking about, listen, let me jump over to verse 20. It says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, and in the openings of the gates, the city she uttereth her words.
Right, and that's where we at, in the chief place of concourse, in the cities, man. Wisdom crieth without. So once again, going back to the scripture, not all wisdom is will. Wisdom of wickedness, that's not wisdom, man.
Right.
All right, did not the Lord say the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men? Yeah. All right? The weakness of the Most High is stronger than men? Go ahead.
It says, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?
So how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity, man? All right? Lean unto thy own understanding. Being prideful as hell. All right? How long will you love simplicity, man? Not listening. Going back to Deuteronomy. Matter of fact, get Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. All right? Because not listening is what got us in this situation right now, man. No, I don't need that. All right? I got this. That's what got us in this situation we in now, man. And that's the kind of shit that's supposed to be cut out, man, when you come into the truth. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahawah.
So once again, if thou wilt not hearken, read that thou wilt not.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge?
So what? Once again, the scriptures say that way we supposed to hearken, man. Hearken unto wisdom. The scriptures say heed unto wise counsel, man. All right? If we got these dudes, Adam, Abbott, whatever his name is, all right? Not listening, not hearkening unto the elders, man. That the Most High has set up. Being rebellious, man. Being filled with pride. Going back, it's all go back to pride. Scripture say pride is the beginning of sin, man. All right? Read on.
I'll start from the top again. It's Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord, thy power, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Go ahead.
That all these curses shall come upon thee.
So now, hey, crash course on why we in the situation we in now, man. Not hearkening unto the Lord, man. Unto the counsel of the Most High. All right, here it is. The Most High sent them a Savior, Moses, and then they didn't even want to hearken unto him, man. All right, what they said, we rather listen to you, Moses, at least we die. All right, read on.
Actually, that was it on that. I'm going to jump over to verse 29. It says, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear Yahawah.
Exactly, they hated knowledge, man. Here it is, the Most High established men to teach. He's put, the Lord said, I will give you pastors according to my heart, man. All right, He set men up to teach you, man. And that's what, bro, that is really, bro, stiff-necked Israelites, bro. Stiff-necked Israelites, hard-headed Israelites.
That's beautiful. You said I said what? Pastors,
Pastors,
right?
according to my knowledge, man.
And according to my heart, David was a man after his own heart. And also David being raised up to wake you back up. But
everybody loves a song, but they don't
and
know
that word preach is to prophesy, man.
Exactly.
All right, go ahead.
It says, Proverbs 1 and 29. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High.
They hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High, man. So you mean tell me all we had to do was just listen and hearken, and we would have been up on high, man?
Yep. Deuteronomy 28:1 all the way to 14.
All the way through 14.
Straight,
Matter of
man.
fact, get that real quick.
Do everything that was righteous. That was it.
Hold it, because it's gonna go hand in hand. Start at 1, bro.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and start at 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahawah.
So if we would have listened, all right, go ahead.
Thy power.
And not discarded instruction.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord Yahawah thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So automatically you have been set on high above all nations. Now Jake get mad when he getting shot down in the streets. Jake get mad when he gotta go in and clock in working 9 to 5. Jake get mad when he ain't got enough money to buy bread and butter. But what if you would have hearkened? Did not the Lord say, ask of me and I will give thee the heathen for thy possession?
Yeah,
you know, I learned from the brother Dawah. That's the greatest resource on the planet. It's humans.
Humans, yeah.
Human resource, because I don't gotta go mine the gold. I don't gotta go pick the cotton. Yeah. All right, I don't gotta go farm the animals. I send men to go out there and do it for me. So that's the #1 resources. Because the earth is gonna automatically
rejuvenate and replenish,
and bring forth minerals, elements. You know, but you just go send the men out. That's the #1 resource. So the Lord say, ask of me, and I will give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, man.
I got a precept the brother brought out that's gonna go right with what you was talking about why we, like you said, Jake upset, we getting shot down. You know, Jake getting upset because they on the bottom of the totem pole and they looked at, you know, as the degenerates of the society. Right here, 1 Samuel 12:15. But if ye will not obey the voice of the Lord, but rebel against the commandment of the Lord, then shall the hand of the Lord be against you, as it was against your fathers, and was his hand. Psalm 17. Esau, the heathens. That's my hand, the
What
sword.
was that? I can't think of the precept, but the Lord confirmed his word by bringing this great evil upon us. What was that great evil? The curse of Deuteronomy 28, 15 on down, according also Esau.
You say he confirmed his word.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. That's Daniel 7, I believe. Let me try to find that real quick.
Oh yeah, but yeah, quick.
You know what I'm saying? Why you looking for that? Let me know when you get it. I'm finna
Yeah, brother.
God, this is
verse 2.
Deuteronomy 28 and 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if thou hearken unto the voice
Hey,
of
did
the
you
Lord.
read that precept?
Which one?
That you say you put up?
Yeah, I just read it. It was 1 Samuel 2 and 15.
Yeah.
GMS salvation and be alert.
Okay.
If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field.
So-called black businesses, right?
How about the Black Wall
you
Street?
remember General?
Yeah, I
The
remember
dude that used
General.
to run, oh, I got my own business. He got a fruit smoothies and
Yeah, I remember that.
He always said a health and wellness store.
Yup, it was
that
right up
business.
there.
It's not even.
He ain't
It
there
ain't
no
even
more.
going no more,
I
man.
don't even know who he at.
But why? Because we cursed in the city.
Yep.
No black businesses ever prosper, man. Because why? We are a cursed people. All right. If Jake want to be successful, he gotta hire heathens, man.
Or go to the so-called
Yeah.
white man.
Sell out.
You know, or sell out. Go ahead.
You gotta sell out.
Yeah, you have to. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kin, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shall thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out.
Hey, so now we curse when we come in, and we curse when we go out, man. You know, no matter where we go.
Yep.
You know, we got that stigma on us, niggas.
Yeah, like when in Dopey and Menace, when they walked in the gas station, it goes, niggas.
Yeah.
You know, hurry up and buy and shit.
Yeah.
Get out of the store.
Even like LeBron James, like by far the greatest basketball player in the league today. But he had went and bought a house over in California, and they wrote nigga all on it, and spray painted nigga all on it.
Yeah.
It don't matter who you are, man. They still look at you as a nigga.
Yeah.
But them same crackers that be at the gym rooting them on, drinking beer and shit.
Hey, long as he winning, we don't care.
We
if
don't
he
care.
on that team or not.
Yeah.
You know? Same thing with Vic. When he first, what was the team he returned and went? But the Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah, I used to see the interviews. They're like, well, as long as he winning, we don't care.
Exactly.
But as soon as he start losing,
Exactly.
get that dog.
Yep, get that dog kill out of here.
You know?
Yep.
But hey, long as it's beneficial unto them,
Yeah,
they want you.
as long as you complying to what they say.
Right.
Yep. Cause they'll say we all equal until you start to protest and start to go against the grain. Oh, they're thugs, they're demons, they're this and that. They're distractions.
They only agree with us when we in so-called cages. That's why they can root for Jake in the games, because they're in a controlled environment. But out here, they despise us. They can't look us in the eye.
Hey, Con, if I may add, that's why the scriptures say, who shall believe our report, man?
Con.
You know? Because here it is. They walk past us. They like, oh, it's just niggas and speaking.
Exactly.
But here it is. Your next rulers are speaking to you, man. All right?
They hold themselves not guilty, man.
Yeah, Con, man. That's heavy, man.
Their pride deceived them. That's all.
Go ahead.
This is 7. The Lord, Yahweh, shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face.
Smitten before thee. Now when Esau and these other nations roll up on us, what we smitten? You know?
Shit.
We in fear.
I was gonna say how they had it broke down. It's like basically one is gonna put somebody to flight. Man, let it be this amount of Jakes on a block, or even more than that.
Yeah.
Let one police officer roll up, the whole block scattered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole block scattered out of one police car. Normally it's like, you know what I'm saying, you see one Jake around these damn Edomites like that, that's when they start doing, oh shit, we gotta get our shit to go.
But if you been in the corner, niggas just step to the corner and look at you over your car and shit.
Man, who this on our block, huh?
Man. I ain't never seen dumb curses, ain't it? Yeah. Salat, go ahead.
Continue.
Yeah.
They shall come out against thee one way and flee before these 7 ways.
And flee before these 7 ways, man. Hey, the Lord had it all planned out for us. Look what I got for y'all. If y'all listen to me, hey, because it'll be like a blessing, that spirit. You know how naturally that spirit of Jake just always feel like he hunted.
Yeah.
Like he always feel like
Looking
the
behind
hunter,
him and
looking
shit,
around,
yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah, that's one of them curses. Your life gonna hang in fear for,
At noonday you shall grow.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the spirit.
And then at darkness, at nighttime, you shall basically at noonday you gonna grow, like in darkness. But then at nighttime it said you gonna want for the sun to come up. Cause what happened during nighttime? Woo! They come around them trucks. Coming out, all you see is that them flames coming through, the torches coming through the forest.
Yep.
Wood.
Shit, day to day, you gotta, you wake up, go to work, man, I can't wait to get off of work. You waiting on the end of the damn day, but then when you get home and it get dark and these projects and stuff, all you hear is shootouts.
You're like, man, I can't wait till the sun come up.
Yeah, I hope they don't rob me tonight. Hope they don't kick in my door. Hope the police don't kick in the wrong door, shoot me up for being in my own house.
And that happened.
You know what I'm saying?
That happened.
Yep.
Hey, Jake living in a state of fear, man. We in a traumatic state every day, man. Just ask any Jake how they feel. Don't even gotta ask them. Look at their responses when the police get behind them inside their car.
I was just gonna say that.
I was about to say, we always say, even if you legit, man.
The Pastor Hart said that.
Even if you legit, you still like, damn. Happened the other day, I'm pulling my shit off because I ain't have my shit on. I'm pulling my shit across slowly like this.
So you that dude that's in the commercial when they say, don't try and pull the half.
Yeah, I'm one of them guys.
You one of them guys.
You know? Yeah. You know, like, it's just messed up, man, the way it is. Hey, you know the job I do.
Yeah.
Even when I'm in that, I'm scared if
I
they
was
get
just about to make a reference. You could be
get
working
behind
for
me,
UPS, driving the UPS truck. It ain't your shit. You ain't got nothing in the UPS truck you ain't supposed to have in there. And you still scared because the police get behind you.
Still fucking with you, man.
You know?
Still fucking
What
with
shit
you.
we was talking about before? Go ahead.
Like I think white people put this on us like so much that we think it's normal. Like when I was I don't know if y'all know Beth is, but right?
Yeah, we know about that.
So remember when Nick had shot that cop down?
Oh yeah.
They had the one community martial office, and I was probably like 8 years old at the time. As soon as I walk outside, I see like 20 police officers with an M16 telling me I need to go back in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you gonna get shot.
You gonna shot out here.
I think I was in like 11th or 10th grade when that happened. You know? Because I knew the cat, man. I knew him. You know?
Yep.
Personally.
So they put that in front of you so you can get like kind of used to it, so you don't buck up against it or something like that. To make it like normalized in your life.
That's why they're constantly killing us the way they do, because the Lord put the spirit on them to do it, but they go back to the curses. And now people just look at it like, damn, another one of ours gone, and nobody's retaliating. That's why that scripture says, Judah is a lion couched low, who shall rouse him up? Spirit. But you know.
Go ahead, Art.
This is 8. The Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all that there settest thine hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which...
So everything you do, you notice how Esau, Edom, just that white privilege. All they gotta do is, I remember Jake was recording, I think you seen that video, Jake was recording his Edomite, young Edomite, looked like he was like early 20s, maybe mid 20s. He was sitting down asking for money. He's like this, like, young as hell. And he like, hold on, like all you gotta do is put on a dress shirt or a tuxedo and you win. You know, what are you sitting on the ground crying, asking for money for?
And Jake, like,
Jake,
in
like,
other words, you a so-called white man.
Yeah, like,
why are you on the ground crying, looking stupid for? Like, this society is set up for you.
Yeah, to help you out. You know, you see a young Edomite come in. You know, he's embraced. You know, they greet him.
Peace, everybody.
You know, hey, he don't have to prove. Look, he don't have to prove that. Because an incident happened at my job.
Go ahead.
This one dude, he was he went to jail for sexual abuse on a child, right? Yeah, he's a so-called white man. All right, so this happened recently, and what happened was, you know, me and him got into a discussion. He was like, look, but he said white men have stereotype too. He said automatically they think we're all perverts. He said we always shave beard. Yeah, all them old white men, they're perverts. I mean, they mess with kids, which majority of that is true. Yeah. I said, but only thing difference from y'all, I said, you're innocent until proven guilty. Ooh. We're already guilty.
Yep.
You know, so I say, so that's the difference. Yeah, everybody might think, but what? You're innocent until you get caught doing it. Jake is already guilty and he ain't done shit yet. When I pull up, you automatically think I'm a gangster just because I'm black. I have to prove to you that I'm not a violent person, that I'm actually a law-abiding citizen, and I'm going to work just like everybody else. But I have to prove that to you. You have to see that from from weeks and months of knowing me coming into the job. You know, so that's the difference is, yeah, y'all got stereotypes, but y'all are innocent until proven guilty. Jake is guilty until proven innocent.
And that's true, because I remember other parts to Harris bringing out the article, and when you have 4 Jakes in New York, like some time ago, I guess it's either my she had got raped or whatever, and then they just placed it on them, said that they did it. As time went on, kind of found out they never did it. But then Trump even pulled out an ad and said give them the death penalty. So you already deemed them guilty before they were proven innocent, and they found out to be innocent.
Well, shit, we got a case right now. We were just talking about how you had the security guard Jake who was helping out in a fight or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? The police come up, he's security. He's already being judged as being a criminal, even though he's helping the scenario, right? But you got Dylan Roof who go into the damn church and shoot up a whole bunch of Jake. They arrest him.
And give him Burger King.
Yeah, they arrest him and give him Burger King, give him the chance to answer himself, what are you doing, whatever, whatnot. But Jake helping out the scenario, you see what I'm saying? And then he still get put to death without a trial, you know?
Yeah. Okay, we focus.
So the scripture, going back to the curses and the blessings, all right? The so-called white man is blessed in this country, man.
Exactly.
All right? I guarantee he go down there right now, nobody ain't gonna look at him as a thief. People gonna feel safe around him.
Yeah.
He got some money on him. That everybody gonna respect him.
Hi, how you doing?
How you doing? But
let's exchange business cards sometimes.
Exactly.
Well, wait a minute. When so-called war on drugs happened to our people, you know what I'm saying? They was raiding our houses and locking us up and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all got problems. We got to put y'all in jail. That's why the prisons is populated with us right now, because of so-called war on drugs. However, now with this opioid addiction, now they got to have a state of emergency and give them all these rehabs and things like that. I'm like, wait a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? First of all, the so-called white man is the one who's over there in Afghanistan getting opioids, bringing it back over here to America, giving it to his own people, and then spending more of our money to how you say, heal them for their uncontrollableness, but then they put us in jail for it and demonize us.
Well, let me show you how wicked these devils are. In the 70s and 80s, we had no access to no planes, no access to no airports. How the hell you get cocaine in the projects in Chicago, in New York, in the Bronx? The devils did that, man. What the hell we get automatic rifles from, a pistol?
AK-47.
AK Russian
engineered, but over here in the
Kalashnikov. What they call it, Kalashnikov? Yeah, that's what it's called. AK-47.
Hey, and you notice a lot of those rebels in those third world countries, weapon of choice is an AK-47.
That's the standard for
because why? Those are I'm saying they're easy, accessible, man. They're easy to give to these if they trying to arm some rebels.
Yeah.
Easy right there, AK-47s.
That's how you know Russia gonna destroy America. They make everything better than them. They nukes, their guns.
And that's what it is. It's more, the AK-47 is a lot more reliable than the M16.
Yep.
M16 is a lot accurate, but if any dust or dirt get inside of it, it won't fire. But that's why that Russian gun is so, spoken about.
I heard a story that a dude it was a deceased body over an AK-47.
Okay.
He picked the AK. It was just deceased. He picked the AK-47 up, and that bitch let loose.
Yeah, they reliable, man.
They're reliable, man.
Yeah. I think his body was like deteriorating or melting inside the gun.
Yeah, all in the gun.
Just kept it moving.
That's how it is, man. Yep. You can submerge it under water and mud, and it's gonna come out. It's gonna continue to shoot.
You can put Tabasco sauce all in the chamber. And
I seen him put Twinkies. Don't lie. Open it up and squeeze Twinkies in it and mash it together, and that bitch still fire.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Made s'mores.
Huh. Go ahead.
8.
8.
Yeah. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord Yahawah thy power giveth thee.
And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord Yahawah thy power shall give thee, man. And we're cursed in the land everywhere we go. But why? Not hearkening to the Most High.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
The Lord Yahawah shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord Yahawah thy power, and walk in his ways, and all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord.
Hey, that's why he said, for my name have I done this unto you, man. Because here it is, we supposed to be the children of Yahawah, all right, the people of Yahawah. But look how we acting. Going back to Lamentations, Is this the city, man? That man called the perfection of beauty. All right. So here it is. We supposed to be that representation of the Most High, the Heavenly Father. And he like, damn, this how you know, the other nations, they know that they the Moabite Mishistele, the Moabites, they knew the name of the Most High because they wrote it on that stone. So they like, damn, this is how his people are. This is how his people act. You know, this is how his people do each other. So that was a bad representation of the Most High, man. So he said, for my name's sake, man, have you done this, all right?
Going back to that Deuteronomy, what is that, 4 and 5, talking about, I'm going to give you these laws, statutes, commandments, and people are going to know that you're my people by these laws, statutes, commandments. But what? We didn't do that. Now what? People looking at us like, damn, look at these heathen.
That's why they gave the Most High it's not there because we lost that. Yeah, we represent. We lost that power. You know.
And that's why the scriptures say when they stood on their feet, great fear came within the nations. Why? Because the nations know when we are good with YAHAWASHI, all right, when we fallen, they know about the blessings that he bestowed to us. What it said? Go back to that one where it say the nation shall rise up against you and they shall run in 7 ways. Read that one, Baba Gashan.
This is Deuteronomy 28:7. The Lord Yahweh shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face.
So that's why the nations are scared. When we stood upon our feet, the nation's like, damn. When they power with them, the Most High, he completely destroy us, man. You know, you read about it in the Old Testament, Kings, Samuel's. All right, Exodus. We went out into war, and what the nations were delivered, and it was smitten into our hands, man. You read about it over and over and over again. Yeah. All right, how the Most High, he did more for us than we had to do, man. You know. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 1. When the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi, thy power, shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and has cast out many nations before thee.
So what? He gave us the land of Canaan, man. All right. And what? There was a nation occupying that land before we got there.
Yeah.
But he cast them out for us.
Yeah, just like Jericho. Constant.
You know. And that's beautiful. Here it is. Somebody living comfortably there, sitting, chilling, established, got their whole life. The Most High said,
it's time to go.
Yeah, it's time to go.
You're being evicted.
Yeah, that's just it.
Yeah.
You know how that like how you should feel about somebody that done that for you. Like, yo, they was living comfortably, but he told them they got to get up out of here and put us there.
And they got
that's what he did for us.
Yeah,
man.
That's right, man.
Yeah,
you know,
right. And vice versa to God. Same thing, because we didn't keep the command.
Yeah, so he did the same thing that he did to them to us, man.
Yep.
Unrooted us, removed us far from his eyes, from Israel, got us up out of there. That's him removing us from his sight, removing us out of that land, man.
And you know what? That goes to, people say, how can God do that? That goes to show you that the Lord said there is no respect. Now you good. The Lord said there is no respect to persons in judgment. So when it comes to judgment, there's no respect. The Lord has no respect, even if you're my people. All right, it's all about judgment.
Hey, there's our peeps. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 1.
He saw through.
When the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi, thy power, shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and has cast out many nations before thee.
Cast out many nations, so it don't matter. Wherever we want to go, or the Most High want to set us, yo, y'all got to get up out of here and establish us. That's a power that's fighting for you, man. You know, you should, like, just thinking about that, bro. That should like show you the love the Most High has for us, man. Go ahead.
The Hittites and the Girgashites and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
Ooh, he said seven nations greater and mightier than us.
Those were the Hamites. Those were Hamites.
You know, 7 nations greater and mightier than us.
Yeah, that's the point.
You know, read that. Go ahead.
God. It says, and has cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites and the Girgashites and the Amorites and the Canaanites.
Bro, so y'all even gotta fight, man. You know, whether he made the earth open up and swallow him, whether he brought wind against him, tornadoes, or whether he let lightning come from the sky. The Most High fought for us, man, the whole time, man. You know? Go ahead.
And the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when YAHAWASHI,
well, they way mightier than us, man. 7 nations, but it don't matter. It don't matter, man. You know, the little feeble people, you know, we probably feeble. They, you know, them Hamites, some big, tall,
Who's the last nation to be established?
You know?
Who's the last nation to be established?
So if we're the last nation to be established, well, we ain't really have nothing. But the Most High,
I'm gonna give you this.
I'm gonna give you they shit. Wait, it said when we left out of Egypt, we left with their substance. None lack. We left with their shit, their gold. You know, their gold on us. Hey, I'm leaving out with your shit on. You know, come on, man, it's the Most High.
Let me get that crown up off you, Pharaoh.
Yeah, hey, you know, hey, Jake patting them down.
What you got?
You know.
What you got? You got some shuckles in there?
Like this, oh shit.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I want your daughter too. Bring her over here.
But the Most High allowed us to do that unto them.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
But, like you said, that go back to the law. When I deliver thee unto a nation now desires one of they women, he let us know. If you desire one of they women,
you can take them.
You can take them. The Most High made them for our sakes, man.
Women were made to be servants.
You know?
Exactly.
That's what he did for us, bro.
Hey, we're the Most High's wife. We serve him. The woman serves us. It's just like that.
Wait, let him finish.
Let's go right after that.
Okay.
Last verse. Deuteronomy 7 verse 2. And when YAHAWASHI, thy power, shall deliver them.
Come on, bro, and that's faith, bro. That's what should be having you happy, right, bro? Like the Most High is finna get that power back to us. He finna be back dealing with us on that level again. Right. That's finna happen, bro. You know, like, bro, we finna be a superpower again, man. Bro. A nation. The scriptures, man.
For
you know,
for his name's sake.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, no, I was just gonna say we're gonna be at the head of every G20 summit.
That's right. Yeah. We is the G20 summit.
We are the G2, the G12 summit.
Yeah, that's right. G12 summit. That's beautiful.
Right. Hey, and the thing was so your pop about it is that he gonna give us that knowledge and that wisdom to be able to govern over these nations, to be able to make them executive decisions. You feel me?
Rule.
You know? He gonna give us that knowledge and wisdom. Right now, Jake, they always talking shit about the so-called black man. Oh, he has an IQ of a 4th grader. Or he has an IQ of a 5th grader. They always say that.
But we the form of all things, though.
You know?
Exactly.
Jake looked at as is not very intelligent, man. But in that day, we gonna be looked at as wise men.
Because the wisdom of this world is foolishness unto the Most High.
That's right.
You know, understanding of everything, man. God's again telling Esau and these other nations, no, this how this should be run, this way. You know, like that's power, bro. Having that wisdom, telling them how shit gonna go. Like, no, you need to build it this way and construct it that certain way because I wanted to have this kind of angle on it.
Hey,
you know?
No, not the 7th day. You're supposed to circumcise him the 8th day. Get it right.
You know, because architects that take a lot of math, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, geometry and all that stuff, man. So you know, we're gonna be able to put the calculation together. No, it needs to be built this way and that way, man. You know, just like the pyramids. Right now, today, they cannot replicate that math that it took to make those pyramids. They cannot even replicate that, man. All right. They say they don't even know how they were built, how they were even able to assemble that.
And let me tell you what's so beautiful, because listen, that's how you know that we're wiser than Esau Edom. Because if you look at the base of the pyramids in Egypt, and if you also look at the dimensions of the bases of the pyramids over here in the Mayans, they have the same dimensions. How the hell the Mayans built pyramids and have the same dimensions with the pyramids in Egypt? Because those are the Israelites. But we stupid, right? Fuck out of here, Esau.
And then think about this. Esau built these buildings and the life expectancy isn't that long. But here it is,
half a century.
Those pyramids were built
millenniums ago.
Exactly, and they're still standing.
Still standing.
You know?
Right? Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 2. And when YAHAWASHI, thy power shall deliver them before thee.
Time. So the Lord gonna deliver them before thee. So knowing you going that's like when you get into a fight, right? You don't know if that dude gonna be able to beat your ass. You don't know that. You don't know, but you like, well, I'm gonna try my best to whoop his ass, right? You don't know what the outcome gonna be. That's why you fear. That's why you be scared before you fight. Because you know damn well this dude has the ability. He might whoop my ass.
And you're right. Cause listen, if you ever watch Floyd fights, Floyd he be looking scared, but he's just alert. He be
because it's a
possibility
that he might win. So that's why you be scared.
Yep.
But look, knowing that the Most High, when we go against him, we gonna win. Oh yeah, y'all go against them, y'all gonna beat them. I'm gonna deliver them into y'all hands. So that's what gave Jake that confidence, man. You know.
And then that pride deceived him.
Exactly. But he always sent it in a small number, so what the glory can be given. What? Because then it just said 7 nations more mightier than thee. So you can't get a pride to us. Because we too small. We're too feeble. But he delivered us to our hands. So what? Who the glory went unto? The Most High, man. All right?
That's just like...
Get rid of that pride.
Yeah. No, that's the spirit. That's just like in the time of Gideon. It was like, I think it was like 3,000 men. Yeah. And Yahawashi told him, he said, look, man, he said, bring them to the waters and I'm going to try them. And he said, and the Most High Yahawashi brought that 3,000 number of men down to 300. You know?
I got a piece of it. Whenever, just to, it's gonna.
Yeah.
Okay, double Dutch. All right. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 17. And when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, how shall we be able, being so few, to fight against so great a multitude and so strong?
Hey, and that's beautiful that you bring this up, because that's going right back to that pride. It's not of us, man.
They can't be great pride.
They can't. They way more number than we are. So what? Who the glory going to? The Most High, man. Go ahead.
Con. Salakia. 1 Maccabees 3 and 17 again. Who, when they saw the host coming to meet them, they said unto Judas, how shall we be able, being so few, to fight against so great a multitude and so strong, seeing we are ready to faint with fasting all this day?
And it was on a fast, man. Come on, you know how you feel. Like, damn, man, I gotta fight, man, and I ain't got nothing to eat. I ain't ate. You know, bro. You know that feeling, man. Like, that would be the last thing on my mind, to fight somebody after I just came off of a fast. Like, oh, bro, you got it, bro.
Right.
You know, come on, I'm weak as hell. You know how you feel when you on a full stomach. You know you ain't hungry. You be ready to run or ready to do any physical activity. But when you fast and somebody want to fight, like come on, like damn, I just gotta fast. And you look over the horizon. It's a big army of people coming. You're like, what the fuck? Are you serious? You know and that's when you lay that faith on you. Hey, what you said? Hey, that's all we can do. Hey, like the brother Dawud told me the other day. He said, we leaving out of Egypt. All right, now the Egyptians had the fastest and the greatest army during that time period because they was in rulership. And the only thing between us is them and the sea. Like, yo, what we gonna do? Gotta depend on the Most High, man.
He took away all
the options, man. Only option we had was depend on him.
We in Egypt again, and
no
and
weapons.
Guess what? The Egyptians are still mightier than we are.
Hey, we ain't got no weapons, and they coming down with the greatest shit out of all time, bro. They ain't got no way out but faith. They got AI, they got microchips. But we ain't got no way out but faith.
Iron Man suits and shit.
The Most High is made exoskeleton. No man saying, hey, look, I delivered my own soul throughout all this. Man, your ass is grass, man.
Yeah, and that's in the scriptures.
Yeah.
All flesh is grass.
It's grass.
1 Maccabees 3 and 18. Unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few. And with the God of heaven, it is all one to deliver with a great multitude or a small company. For the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven.
That's beautiful.
They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us and our wives and children and to spoil us. But we fight for our lives and our laws. Call Lord Yahawashi Yahawashi.
Wow.
Exactly.
First Maccabees.
They come with pride to destroy us, our wives and our children, but we fight, man, for our law.
Fuck that pride up,
man. Fuck that pride up, man.
Power come from heaven.
Power come from heaven.
One.
You can get what you had.
Come, spirit.
Hey,
spirit.
I
got the bar. Wasn't me, it was spirit.
Psalm 75. For promotion cometh not from the east nor the west, but from the Most High, man. You know, so that was beautiful. He said for the strength. He said for power come from heaven, man.
Hey, that's why we say if it be the Lord's will.
Lord's will. I don't want
I will do that.
And the brother Arya, he had mentioned that in this video today. He mentioned that in this video. Now, with that being said, you said not from the east or the west. Why? Because you can't find no one on earth. That has to come from the heavens.
That's right.
Come on.
The living power.
Hey, that concordance there, you can't put no concordance on that.
You
man.
can't.
You just say it's
It's
from above.
it's from above.
One thing you can say, man.
He is.
You know?
Even if you're in Antarctica, it's still up above. It's out there.
Deuteronomy 7 verse 2. And when Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
So once again, going back to that analogy, knowing that, all right, you gonna get into a fight with him, but you gonna win. You gonna beat him up. You know, that gets away all that fear, man. You know, all that fear is gone.
Just think of King David and Goliath, that big ass Philistine.
Hey, and that's his spirit. I did a video on he took off the physical armor. He said it was too heavy, yeah. And why? Because he had on that spiritual armor already, man. He already had the faith.
That faith.
He already had faith. You know, he said, "This day will I show you that there is a power in Israel, man." You know, that's faith. You know.
Hey, we might have to get that account, man.
Oh hell yeah!
You know?
Hey, real quick, we can start back at the top.
Yeah, come.
Start at 1 and then go back to 2.
Spirit. Deuteronomy 7, verse 1. When Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, thy power.
Hey, but F them, we got faith, man.
Exactly, man.
That's really what it all boils down to. Man, we ain't worrying about them. How about YAHAWASHI with us, man?
That's right.
We ain't saying, oh man, we can take them. No, man. We not worried about them. The Most High YAHAWASHI, our power, man, is with us, bro. That's the confidence and the faith we gotta have. You know?
Alright, so I got two precepts back at this off the same account. This is Joshua chapter 5, verse 1. And it came to pass, when all the kings of the Amorites were on the side of Jordan westward, and all the kings of the Canaanites were by the sea, heard that Yahawah had dried up the waters of Jordan from before the children of Israel until they were passed over, that their hearts melted, neither was there spirit in them anymore because of the children of Israel. Speaking on, you know, these other nations knowing our power and what our power does, you know, once we get back into our righteousness and our righteous state, man, these people, they already in fear right now. Why, like, honestly, think about it. Why do you think these other nations are really building up their military and stuff like that? You know, obviously to take out Esau, but they also know their space programs, what they got to do. You know, you got China so-called trying to launch a fake moon. Like, well, we got light from the moon.
Bro.
3 of them. They trying to launch 3 fake moons, but it's not they so-called give light to the cities like they say, because you can see everywhere with the damn moon as it is now. You know what I'm saying? This is going more to a Star Wars program that these nations are trying to fight against them.
And they're trying to block out the sun too.
At the same time.
Yep.
That's
stupid.
Imagine vain things.
Why do the heathen rage?
Hey, they gotta show you, bro, they're unfit rulers, man.
They gotta go.
Why the fuck are you trying to block out the sun, man?
In the moon.
You know, that makes no sense, man.
Well,
Like,
you
the heathen are vain.
Well, you know the sun is against Esau. That's
By
why.
inducing chemicals into the atmosphere. Like that.
Who have said in his heart there is no God?
I am the God.
Hey, that's what they said. The chemtrails was for.
What?
To that's
Blot out the
to
sun.
blot out the sun.
To stop
That's the
global
excuse. Yeah, to
warming.
stop global warming.
Barium
man.
and all that.
You know, so that aluminum is to shine, make it
To
so they shine
reflect
back.
the rays.
Like when you put the thing in your windshield, they say that
You know something about,
concept.
like the visor or something
Yeah,
like
that concept. That's why they say the chemtrails are spreading. But we know that's just an excuse because it's been sought out that it's chemtrails being spread, man. You know, so they had to come up with some excuse to feed the public. You know, and then the vast majority of the people don't believe that anyway.
Yeah, they had to validate their unrighteous decree. Yeah.
This is still going to that same precept. Alright, this is Joshua chapter 2. I'm gonna just get to the point. Verse 8. And before talking about Rahab, alright, this is when Joshua Caleb and them is talking to Rahab. It says, and before they were laid down, she came up upon the roof, and she said unto the men, I know that Yahawah hath given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. For we have heard how Yahawah dried up the waters of the Red Sea for you when you came out of Egypt, and what ye did unto the two kings of the Amorites that were on the other side of Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom you utterly destroyed.
So the nations heard, man.
Let me get one more verse on that. It says, as soon as we had heard these things, our hearts did melt, neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you. For your power, Yahawah, he is God in heaven above and in the earth beneath.
Because of heaven above, ain't it? And like you said, I rule in the kingdom of men.
And this is basically a heathen woman telling you this, like, yo, man, fuck our people.
We heard what your...
This is an actual one account of somebody who is just not suffering from pride. Like, you know what? We the mightiest nation in the world, but everybody around here is scared because of y'all power. They ain't seen that shit out there in the wilderness floating over y'all. Hey, these motherfuckers are scared.
Hey,
and rightfully so.
But they go to show you, it put you in that, like, give you kind of that visual of the way the Most High is going to come back. So he say the heathens may know. He said, I will bring a judgment on the heathens that they have not heard of, man. He said that in Micah. Such as they have not heard. You know? Like, bro, he gonna get busy on these nations, boy.
Hey, Exodus 15.
He gotta install that same fear back in them.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
I got nothing to back him up.
That's beautiful.
This is back in Joshua. Joshua 9. Joshua 9 and 8. And they said unto Joshua, we are thy servants. And Joshua said unto them, who are ye, and from whence come ye? And they said unto him, from a very far country thy servants are come, because of the name of the Lord thy God, YAHAWASHI. For we have heard the fame of him, and all that he did in Egypt, and all that he did to the two kings of the Amorites that were beyond Jordan, to Sihon king of Heshbon, and to Og king of Bashan, which was at Ashtaroth. Wherefore our elders and all the inhabitants of our country spake to us, saying, take victuals with you for the journey, and go to meet them.
So take
Here,
take this
peace offering,
you know?
please.
Here you go. Hey, when you read about David, anywhere David went, the people allowed him. You know, they gave him somewhere to stay. You know, and you know they took care of him. He was a guest. They feared. They knew about David, man.
You're absolutely right.
You know, he was feared amongst the nations, man. And what? Through who? YAHAWASHI, man.
You're right, because I think it's in 2 Samuel, like the 10th or 11th chapter, David sent some of his people to go over there to the Moabites, and they were like, you know what, I think he's sending them to spy on them, so they cut half their beard off and half their garment off. But David was trying to be kind to them. But that's how much they feared David, man. I don't trust
another account with David, when the lady, Nabal,
Nabal,
I think that's his name, Nabal. And then what? She woke up and said, "Yo, that was David who you was talking to."
He had a heart attack and gave up the ghost right there. He said, "That was David."
I talked to David like that.
That was dog. Malak, that was dog. That's who was. You saved me from him.
And King David took his wife, man.
Yeah, and took his wife after that. Yeah, you be. Yeah, let me say what a real man like. Say what a real man like right here. He didn't even let us smoke.
Man, that's bad, bro.
Oh, he didn't even smoke him with a finger. He didn't smoke him with a finger. Hey, but somebody, can I say something? The Lord said, the feeble among you shall be like David in that day, and you shall be like God.
Hey, so think about it. Visualize that, bro. When the nation see one of us, they gonna be one. That's like they gonna be scared. Just one, bro. You know.
That's why Isaiah the 2nd chapter said, "Let us go up to the mount of the Lord. Let us serve Him, because they gonna see it.
They gonna fear. They gonna know, like, oh man, if we don't go up there, then this gonna happen.
This is what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Or one of those Israelites gonna pay us a visit. You know.
Hey, when they talk about being as King David, right? Well, they said King Saul, right? King Saul was a king, right? Meaning he was probably going to be like one of the best fighters that they all got, right? King Saul killed his thousands, David his tens of thousands, right? So if you're going to be like the feeble of us, you're not going to be like King David, but then you got the elect, like the angels. Come on, man. You're not even going to be like a regular gladiator. You're going to be a regular gladiator, more or less to say, would be like a regular infantryman in the Israelite army. Then you got the King Saul, all right, which is on another level, but then King David was on a way other level than him, you know? Then the angels got the spiritual power, you know, all the way through. So we're going to be turned up in that day.
Hey, bro, that's the spirit, because what you not talking about in the car? David.
Saul has slain his thousands.
And you said, with my hands, was I able to bend?
Oh, yeah, he said, by my power, I had leaped over a wall. He ain't talking about no 6 foot. He ain't talking about no 6 foot wall, man. A 6 foot fence. We talking like a wall for a kingdom.
them tall ass wall like the movie Troy. He said, by my power, he said he making my feet like hinds feet. Hind is a deer. So imagine him chasing. Matter of fact, the Gadites, they used to chase down deer. All right. He said he teaching my hands to war. He making it to where a bow of iron is bent by his hand, man. Why you think that they trying to correlate Superman with King David? Because they say that the man of steel. Exactly. He can leap over a building in a single bound.
Faster than a speeding bullet or whatever.
Come on, man. They get that concept from the Bible.
Fine. And going back to what you just read something.
That was on Joshua 9.
Read the last part of that, Bubba.
Joshua 9 and 11. Wherefore our elders and all the inhabitants of our country spake to us, saying, take victuals with you for the journey, and go to meet them, and say unto them, we are your servants, therefore now make ye a league with us.
Because they was in fear, right? Now that's talking about during that time, you know, in the ancient world. Now read this. Read this, Bubba.
This is Revelations 11 and 11. And after 3 days and in half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them.
Which is us. The spirit of the Most High entered within us. Go ahead.
And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
And great fear fell upon the nations.
Right now.
So right now, that's right in this time period, man.
That's beautiful.
Because what? Because going back to the ancient days, they see what happened when the spirit of the Lord is dealing with us, man. All right. Oh man, they coming back into that power. Oh man. You know.
Quick one.
Go ahead.
1 John 3 and 2. Beloved, now we are the sons of the Most High, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be. Now we are, start again. This is 1 John 3 and 2. Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him. But
it's a lot, because right now it ain't looking good for us. But in that day, we know by the faith of YAHWASHI that we gonna be like unto God.
Hey, what are you saying right now? It ain't looking good for us. Fear not, thou worm Jacob. Because right now we that worm.
Exactly.
So it ain't looking good for us. Hold on. These people have a military. You know, they got all this technology. They got lasers. Hold on, it's not looking. I'm looking at the odds on a carnal level. Looking at the odds, y'all just men with no weapons, reading Bibles. They got a whole military. Oh, it ain't looking good for y'all, man. You know, but that's carnal. You know, go ahead.
What, read 12 or read 11 again?
Yeah, read 11 again, Bubba.
This is Revelation 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Great fear falling upon the nations, man. So we getting back into that stage where the fear of the nations gonna fear us again, man. You know? Yeah, whatever you got, bro.
It's Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the form of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name.
The Lord of hosts, man.
What's his name?
All right.
YAHWAH. Verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break into pieces the nations.
So my battle axe and weapons of war. Hey, which is so spiritual, because think about it. You know how we always say the axe is not the weapon. It's the person that's yielding it. So think about it. If the axe is not the weapon, it's the person that's yielding it. So the sword, that's not the weapon. It's the human. So think about it. Spiritually. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. So it's not us. It's him. Because he's yielding us.
Ezekiel 25 and 12.
We're the axe. He's yielding us, man.
Ezekiel 25 and 12.
You know?
Exactly.
He yielding us, bro.
Because we are a weapon.
It's not us.
But what's gonna actually make us become the weapon? The Lord.
The Most High.
The Spirit. We're gonna be in straight autopilot. We're gonna be like straight berserk.
That's right.
Straight autopilot.
So you gotta look at it on that physical level. The person has to know how to yield that sword, because alone that sword can't do nothing. All right? It's a human weapon. The human is the weapon, and then it's like like a chain effect. The human is the weapon. Then who's yielding the human? The Most High, man.
By his word, his sword of his mouth.
By him. You know.
Yep. Right. I got two precepts. I got that talking about laying that vengeance. It's Ezekiel 25, straight to the point, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do on Edom.
So this is the vengeance of the Lord, man. He said, I will lay my vengeance. He didn't say my people's vengeance. He said, I will lay my vengeance.
That's why he said vengeance is his.
All right. Go ahead, read again.
It says Ezekiel 25 and 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
So the Lord is more, that's why he say according to my anger, the Lord is more angry with Esau than we are. You know how we get tickets, we get oppressed, we get mad at Esau, like fucking hate Edomites, you know? But the Most High is more mad at Esau than we are, man. You know? Go ahead.
And according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh power.
And he say my vengeance. It's not us, bro. The Most High.
You know? Verses in there.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. And I will execute great vengeance upon them with furious rebukes, and they shall know that I am Yahweh.
Because the Lord say, I am jealous for my people. All right, go ahead.
When I shall lay my vengeance upon them.
Let
me get one more verse. Micah 5 and 15. And I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not known.
Such as they have not known.
I heard you was right.
It's heard?
Heard.
All right, go on. Since they have not heard. So think about it. The Most High gonna bring some shit to these heathen that they ain't seen. You talking about Godzilla? You know, Moab over there and shit? You know, they put it in their movies. Hey, Leviathan coming, man.
That's right, man.
Some shit that they ain't heard, man.
That's right, man.
You know? Like,
hey, that's why
it's gonna be one, bro.
Bro, that's why the scriptures say, you gotta think about it on a carnal level. You know, like when you in school and shit, you being bad and shit, you know? You like, all right, hey, my dad found out he gonna beat my ass. When he come around you, he take you out and go get something to eat and shit, you know? But then later on that night, he like, hey,
he forgot.
Yeah, he thought you forgot. Like, hey,
all right,
so,
Jones.
remember that phone call I got from your teacher, right? So what this was, my dad did that all the time. I got caught up in that shit a lot of times. Finesse the fuck out of me, man.
The Lord finessing Esau right now.
Yes. Supplanting him, because look, he was blessed.
He was blessing him, yeah.
He was blessed.
Feeding him, giving him all laser technology and all this shit.
He was blessed with the fatness of the
pride.
earth. He was blessed with the fatness of the earth and a sword. So the Lord giving it to him. But this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 16. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. He shall take to him his jealousy for a complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies.
Make his creature his weapon, man. That's right, man. That's why the Lord, he's a king. He's not going to come down and do it. He's going to send people to execute his vengeance, man.
That's right.
His servants.
His servants.
Jacob, my servant. Shit, Jacob is a lot of my inheritance, you know what I'm saying? And going back to that Jeremiah 51, started at 19 to 20, on down. Same thing brother just went into.
He said he shall make the human his weapon.
The creature his weapon. That's right. He said he's going to put on jealousy as a complete armor, man.
Damn, you know, so we gonna be that sword, man.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I got one more. This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi from the west.
So they gonna know.
We in the west right now.
It ain't gonna be no damn who did this. What kind of power or that they gonna know?
What is going? Oh, what is this? This is
oh my God.
Yeah.
No, our God.
Yeah,
that's right. Our God. Yahawashi.
That's right, man. And his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy,
I was there for the east.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi shall lift up a standard against him.
It said the spirit. It said the spirit.
Right.
I read that last part.
Let me show you.
It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood.
Like a flood.
That's right.
You know?
The spirit.
On all sides. You know how water moves. that shit just come in.
Overflowing.
Overflowing.
Yeah,
It's gonna come from all
It's
directions.
one in Psalms too. If it had not been for the Lord that was
Yeah,
on our
the
side
majority of them.
when the proud waters
Yeah.
came up against us, man.
Proud,
Hey, we gotta get that. We gotta get that because that's going to be the topic. You want to find out about the topic? Well, go ahead, huh?
I got to speak that too on the same thing.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, shall lift up a standard against him.
Right.
Right.
Talking about so-called white man coming in as a flood. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Talking about the so-called white man coming in as that flood. All right. But he shall be saved out of it. All right. So basically what? We got to depend on the Most High. He going to wind up saving us out of this calamities and these things like that. All right. We got an Air Force, the chariots, all right? We got a Navy, Leviathan, you know what I'm saying? We got the special ops, the elect, you know what I'm saying? You got the angels, you know what I'm saying?
Green Berets, Rangers.
Hey, boy, it's on. 144,000. Let me, this is,
Spirit.
Slacky, go ahead with your precept.
Spirit,
All right.
man.
This is Psalm 18 and 15. I'm starting 15. Then the channels of waters were seen, and the foundations of the world were discovered at thy rebuke, O Lord Yahawah, at the blast of thy breath of thy nostrils. And here's the point. He sent from above. He took me. He drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemies, and from them which hated me, for they were too strong for me. It's 18. They prevented me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord Yahawah was my stay. Talking about delivering out of many waters. Basically, backing up the brother. I don't know if that's what you want.
It's another one that's similar like that. I have to find it. Let me see. Yeah, it's one that's similar to that. But read that again, Baba.
Isaiah 59?
Yeah.
Con. Isaiah 59 verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahawah, YAHAWASHI.
Speak on it, Baba.
Con. Hey, that's the first part. Fear it, man. All right, because there's a lack of fear here on the planet Earth, man. All right, there's a lack of fear here on the planet Earth. All right, you can believe in yourself. All right, you can believe in what you want to believe, but when it comes down to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, not only do you not know Him, but you don't fear Him, man. All right, well that fear, all right, will be bestowed in the time of your calamities, man. All right. So shall they fear the name of Yahawah from the west, and His glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, man. All right. So it's going to take for this man to reach his max. Hey, the Lord is waiting on this man, all right, to get to his max potential, man. And that is a beautiful thing right now, man. All right. Here it is. We studying, we reading, we breaking bread, we doing videos, we edifying, we teaching.
Oh,
all right.
Like it, talk this away from the camera.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, we breaking bread, we teaching, all right, we edifying, all right, and we're not preparing ourselves for war. Because what? YAHAWASHI is going to make us up in that day, man. He said, then shall I make up my men, man. All right?
We are preparing. We in a spiritual war.
Yeah, spiritual war. Exactly. It says, the spirit of YAHAWASHI shall lift up a standard against him. Right? And that word there for standard is a way to escape, man. All right? So that's spiritual powers, man. All right? Manipulating the elements, man. All right?
So it said, when the enemy shall come in as a flood, man. Read that, Baba Gashad.
This is Psalm 124
Start from the top.
and 1. If it had not been the Lord Yahawah who was on our side.
And we read through all the accounts. What the Lord was with us through all of them. So if it had not been for the Lord Yahawah who was on our side, hey, what he said, 7 nations more mightier than thee. Every time. The odds was always against Israel. Every time, man. Go ahead.
Now may Israel say,
now may Israel say, go ahead.
If it had not been the Lord Yahawah who was on our side, when men rose up against us.
When men rose up against us. What say they came with great pride to destroy us?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Then they had swallowed us up
then
quick.
They would have swallowed us up quick. It wasn't for the Lord, they would have swallowed us quick, man. If you read the Ephraimite breakdown, Genesis the 49th chapter, the scriptures say the archers have grieved him, but the Most High abided in his boat, meaning kept his strength. So what? They weren't consumed, man. All right. As many times that Israel could have been done away with, but the Most High, you know, he always kept us, man. All right. Go ahead.
When their wrath was kindled against us, then the waters had overwhelmed us.
And then the waters had overwhelmed us. So going back again, when the enemy shall come in as a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, man. Go ahead.
The stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul.
Then the proud waters have gone over our soul. All right, because these nations are prideful, man.
That's right. And what Esau said, I know how to take the light out of the slave, and that's our soul.
Go ahead.
Blessed be the Lord, who have not given us as prey to their teeth.
Who has not given us as prey to their teeth, man. Because if you read in the book of Psalms as well, it says, break thy teeth, O God.
Yeah.
All right, so what the teeth, that's the military, because that's the power in the lion is their teeth. All right, without no teeth, the lion is nothing. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So the military, that's the teeth. Break their teeth.
That's the power right there.
Go ahead.
I just had to let them know what it is, man. Lion of the tribe of Judah.
Even with a dog ain't got no teeth. You ain't scared of that dog. Why people fear dogs? Because they know they scared to get bitten.
Or venomous snake.
You're not scared of their tail wagging.
He said it too. Because that's when you see Elam, them East Indians with them snakes.
Snake charmers.
They already took they
defanged them.
They took the fangs out. That's why they not that stupid, bro. They take the fangs and they pull them out. So that's why they be playing with big ass cobras with hooves like this fucking big.
Yeah.
And man, they ain't that stupid, bro.
Hey, cause the Lord didn't say who would pity
I
a
watched a documentary on that.
Yeah.
That's what they do. And you got so-called Esau Edom. You know, he trying to be the super hero. We come over here to try to get them to save these snakes, because what they do is they take the fangs out to, you know, and play with them. That's why they don't be scared of them. The snake go like, but it don't bite because it ain't got no fangs in it.
Right.
So that's the power.
You trying to save the snake, but you'll take a fucking lion out of his natural habitat and put it in the cage. Get out of here, Esau.
Read that again, Baba Kushar.
This is Psalm 124:6. Blessed be the Lord Yahawah, who have not given us as prey to their teeth.
To their teeth. So what? They're military, man. That's their power. Go ahead.
Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers.
Our soul is escape standard, all right? A way to escape.
Spirit, I want to say, because you keep saying military, you're absolutely right. And the lowest form of that military is the police. So I had to put that in there. So yeah. Spirit.
Go ahead.
The snare is broken, and we have escaped.
The snare, that trap.
We are escaped. Slow.
The truth shall set you free.
Come.
Exactly.
That snare is broken. That's it on that?
Last one.
Come.
Our help is in the name of the Lord Yahawah.
Hold on, Salakia. Our help is in the name of the Lord Yahawah. What the scripture says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it. And are saved. Exactly. Con.
Righteous.
Con.
Elite.
Finish up. Our help is in the name of the Lord Yahawah, who made heaven and earth.
So that's who I help is in. The scriptures say, "Cursed be the man who put his trust in arms," man. All right, who has made flesh his strength. Okay. So what? There's no room for pride, man, because the Most High, through the Most High, hey, that's how we're able to get this truth. You know, I can't sit here and say the Spirit came to me. All right, and no, I can't sit here and say I was just reading by my own and just found out I'm an Israelite and found out this and that, man. The Spirit of the Lord, increase me and put the understanding on me, man. All right?
Because he saw you fit. Because you was humble in the spirit.
Go ahead.
This is going back into, you know, the Most High gonna want to put this judgment on these other nations, His Spirit on the Israelites to conduct this. All right. Micah 5:7, and the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people as the dew from Yahawah, as the showers upon the grass that teareth not for man, nor waiteth for the Son of Man.
Oh, come on. Go ahead. I was meditating on the song.
I heard it too.
Micah 5:7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people as the dew from Yahawah, as the showers upon the grass that teareth not for man.
So these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, the Lord say, hey, we shall be on these nations, man, as dew from the heaven. Like when you wake up in the morning, All right, and the grass be wet. You know, ain't no sprinklers been cut on or nothing, but all the grass wet. So what? Jay used to put like the plastic bags on his shoes,
on his J's and shit,
on his shoes, so they wouldn't get messed up.
Slide on the grass
because he know that the grass is wet and you gonna have all that debris and stuff on your shoes.
And if I may add on to that, it said we shall be like, what it said? Read one time from heaven.
It says verse Micah 5 and 7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people as the dew from Yahawah, as the showers upon the grass that teareth not for man.
Salah. That's all I want. Salah. Because we spread to the four corners of the earth. That's why I said we're going to be amongst many people. So you can't count out Israel. That's why you got brothers waking up in the Philippines, over there in Holland, brothers in Mexico, brothers in Alaska, brothers in Puerto Rico, because we spread to the four corners of the earth. So we in the midst of all the other nations, man. All right? I just want to bring that out real quick. Break down.
No, not just that. The dew on the grass, Jake got a term like, I'm going to be on your ass like white on rice. That's, I mean, really, amongst, like the brother bringing out, amongst all these nations, you got Jake, and they all waking up. Not just here in Babylon do you have us being basically, you got Esau's enemy is being, you know, being born in the belly of the beast right now. That's a horrible place to be, just like in Egypt back in beforehand. You know what I'm saying? But in all these other nations as well, too, man. We got Israelites in those nations as well, so that means they're going to be raising up amongst all these other heathen, and it's going to go bad for their ass, all right? Continuing on, it says, and the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as the dew from Yahawah, as the showers upon the grass, that teareth not for man, nor waiteth for the Son of Man. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles, as in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest.
As a lion amongst the beasts of the forest. Now, all animals respect the lion, man. All right? Every animal, whether it's even a big-ass elephant. An elephant will charge a lion, but what? It's out of the fear because they know what it can do, man. You know? A lion is fear. Every animal know what the hell a lion is out there. You know? that's just common. So when they see Jake, man, they gonna know, man. So Jake gonna be as a lion amongst the beasts of the field. Go ahead.
As a young lion among the flocks of sheep.
And to break down to that, as we know, all right, a young lion in the midst of sheep. Now, if anybody ever seen Simba the Lion King, where he was teaching him how to pounce, and he was telling him like, no, you gotta wait for the right moment. He said you just can't go out and pounce and you're gonna scare it away. You gotta close that gap in between so you can be able to catch
and
the
that's
animal.
Beautiful,
you know?
because a young lion is he's very unskilled on how to catch his prey. It's just like a young brother coming to the truth. If he's so on fire, sometimes he's gonna cuss people out.
Cut everybody up.
But you do that, you're not setting them up for the kill.
Undisciplined.
Undisciplined.
Yep.
The water.
So that's how Jake gonna be as a young lion, man.
Crazy, berserk.
Yeah.
Now he ain't gonna because what people like about the lions is that the lion will he will suffocate his prey before he eats it. Like the hyena and those wild dogs, they just
eat alive.
Eat you alive, you know?
Yeah.
But a lion, especially a mature lion, it will suffocate you. So you won't die being eaten alive. You know, who wants to get eaten alive? So the lion is actually like,
I'm gonna take out your misery.
You know, he takes you out your misery. He's a merciful animal, so to say.
I'm a merciful.
You know?
Hey, what your boy Xerxes said on 300? I am kind.
You know, so he's a merciful animal. So he ain't gonna start eating your guts out, because that's what those wild dogs and those like.
Oh my God.
Because that's the soft part. So they'll start there and rip that open.
Or they'll cut from they'll eat you from the anus too.
Because it's all soft in that area, and the animal will be there just crying,
and then sometimes they'll try and kick.
Yeah, and they just eat them alive. But a lion will suffocate you. You know, that's a mature older lion. But this say Jake gonna be as a young lion amongst the beasts. All right, a young lion, it doesn't have no skill. It just all the thing you do is know to scratch, bite, and just rip apart.
And I'm gonna add to what you said about Simba, because at first when he was young, he didn't know how to pounce, but then he grew up to be a young king. So that's what. And that day we gonna have it though. But yeah, it was a beautiful.
Same with his little roar. You know, he had that little soft roar. And then finally we hit that big roar.
I remember that day. I remember that day when I was a little kid. Because he tried to scream. He like, rah, and he heard that roar. He thought it was him, but it was. I like that. He thought he did it. He's like, no, that was me. That was spirit.
See, you know what it says? As a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who if he go through both tread it down and tear it into pieces, and none can
you
deliver
know,
it.
a sheep is a very docile animal, man. You know, it don't have no defense mechanisms.
Yeah.
You know, it can't run. You know, it can't really run that fast compared to a lion. You know, so it used that as a sheep and a lion, man. You know,
Cage match with a hungry lion.
You know? That's a straight slaughter, man.
That's like Daniel and the lion.
So Jake gonna be getting down, man.
Yeah.
You know, Jake gonna be getting down, bro. That's absolutely no match, bro, at all.
Ooh, and the lion wants blood.
Huh.
Cause what your Lord said, He said, "Defile not the land that they're in." But hold on. So how the land gonna be cleansed by the blood that shed it?
Let me read this last.
But you know, some animals are actually a challenge for the lions to actually take down, like those buffalo.
Oh yeah.
Those water
wildebeest.
buffalo.
Yeah.
Wildebeest. Those are actually a challenge. You know, like you have to actually put in some effort to try to take it down. But a sheep, that's a straight slaughter.
Bro, you can roar, the sheep might be like, you know what, I gave up the ghost.
You know,
That's right. Because you know, a lion will treat a sheep like a cat will treat a mouse. He'll play with it.
Yeah.
Then eat it later.
it's not a match. So that's
Not
how
a
these
match.
other nations gonna be towards Jake, man. Just
Right.
just feeble. You know, Jake gonna be running straight through him. Go ahead.
It says, thine hand shall be lifted up upon thine adversaries, and all thy enemies shall be cut off.
I want to be like, appreciate it. Go for it, brother. Read the part about the remnant, Brother Michelle.
Micah 5 and 8. Well, let me go to start at 7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people.
That's the part I just want to get at. The remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people. We're going to be like a young lion, right? Amongst the sheep. Who's the remnant? This is Romans chapter 11, verse 4. But what saith the answer of God unto him, YAHWASHI? I have reserved to me, to myself, so like 7,000 men. And 7 just means completion. 144,000, if you ask me. Who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Even so then, at this present time also, there is a remnant according to the election of grace. So we all, the elect in the four corners of the earth, we are all just sleeper cells till we get that call.
Right.
We are sleeper cells till we get that call. And it's been one. That's it. That's it.
Enemy come in at
Like a flood. He said, what it said? It said the spirit shall set up the standard. So you're going to have to put the spirit on us in terms of the young lions.
And they shall do according to Edom,
According to my anger. My anger. That's why he said, vengeance belongs to me. Oh Lord, YAHWASHI. To destroy the pride of Esau and the other.
All right. You done? All right. Hey, he did it on purpose.
He'll be just fine when the Lord comes again.
He looked right at us when he did it.
Just fine when the Lord comes back.
Hey, maybe a truck run a light or something.
Yeah, it's gonna truck or something. Maybe he hit a plywood or something and scared Marcus and break every bone in his body, you know. Yeah, I want to say a lot.
This is Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 8. It says, wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey for my determination.
So the Lord said, wait upon him, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, also the confusion of faces. Wait upon him, man, till he rise up and take these nations out, man. Esau, Edom, these proud-ass Ishmaelites, you know? Elam, you know, them some two proud nations, man. Ishmael and Elam, man. You know, them two proud people right there, man.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes towards Jake. You know, you see that every time, you go to the corner store and shit, man.
And they stay trying to, hey, what's up, brother? I'm not your brother, man.
They know they don't like you.
Not your, yeah, we Shemites, but I'm not your brother. Hold on, go ahead.
No, and they like to sleep with Jake women.
That's why I was gonna say that.
You
Cause
know?
they know they having
easy.
sex with our women. They smashing our women for a goddamn pack of Black and Milds and fucking Newports and shit.
blowing them in the back of the store and shit, man.
And then that's why they despise you. Look at
They
you
see
like
our
this
women
shit.
as whores, like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
easy like that.
The niggas just being man, I only got 50 cents. Man, I know Newport 75. Let me get one. It's okay, buddy. I got you. I'm fucking your sister. That's it, man. That's what it be, man. That's for real. You know, they take pride in that shit, bro.
Zephaniah 3 and 8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh.
So the Lord said, wait upon me. Don't gather arms, you know.
Here's the patience in the faith of the
Son,
saints.
wait upon me, because look, I'm going to do this shit the right way.
I'm gonna do it my way.
I'm gonna do this the right way. Wait upon me. You know how you get pissed off when somebody be like, yo, didn't I tell you to wait, man? 'Cause that ain't how you do it. You know, you get mad at your little brother, something like, yo, chill. I got this. Let me do it. You know, you don't know how to do it. You know, like, yo, Wait.
Give me some
I'm gonna
time.
show you how to do this, man. Just
I'ma
have
show you,
patience.
wait.
And you know you get pissed off when
Yeah.
they, when they do it and you told. Didn't I tell you to wait on me?
Didn't I tell you to wait?
Same thing
Now
with
you're
Lord,
gonna get hurt.
like, yo,
Now
yeah,
you're gonna get hurt.
exactly.
You know, I told you I'm gonna show you how to use this this weed whacker. Now you don't fuck around and cut a power line or some shit. Like the Lord said, wait ye upon me, because to be carnal minded is death. You better off just waiting.
Just wait, man.
Just
'cause
wait.
He gonna do it the right way, you know. And you gonna get yourself killed, man. You know how Esau gonna roll on your ass, man. Remember that one Jake that was out on the corner? Jake pulled out a pistol. You remember Jake lifted up his shirt?
Yeah.
Jake lifted up his shirt and had a pistol. He was ready to shoot the Edomite right there in front of us.
He was
man.
fucking with us.
Yeah.
And Jay said, see, man, y'all got common sense. I ain't got
But
none.
bro,
I
my
ain't got
thing
none.
is, bro, you got a little pistol on you.
A pistol.
All Esau gotta do is call 911 and say it's a nigga out here with a gun. Bro, you done, bro. He gonna go right in that trunk. Hey, Quan, what he gonna do? Go right in that trunk.
He gonna pop that trunk.
Pop that trunk.
He gonna pull out that
And
street
pull
sweeper.
out, pull out that
shotgun.
big
Street
shit,
sweeper.
bro.
Yeah, that shotgun.
You know, like, bro, wait,
With
bro.
the red slugs on that bitch.
Wait, man, you ain't got shit, bro.
Not buckshot,
Wait,
slugs.
Like you a fool,
Put
man.
one in you for real, man.
Like,
Yeah,
your little piece of that shit, man.
But Jake out the block down there with all the Edomites said don't do that. Now if you in the hood and pull out one, they gonna be like, hey man, nigga right here got one of them things. Come around here. You'll be wise. But you know what? His pride deceived him too.
Yeah.
And his pride would have been to his
Yeah,
destruction.
because Esau would have took him out easily, man.
They waiting for that.
You
Got
know,
him.
they want you to. That's what they want you to do.
Take
They,
it down.
bro, Esau literally go to the gun range. They got to do a certain amount of training every week. You know, they got to do that to keep their shot up,
Accuracy.
bro.
And they shoot to kill.
So they waiting to get a call saying it's a nigga out here with a gun. But they want that, bro. They
ain't
want
gotta
to shoot
explain
somebody,
All units,
bro.
all units,
They gotta
all
explain
units in
that.
downtown. We have a black male suspect, okay, with dreads
They
and a
gotta
gun.
explain it.
All you gotta say is a nigga out
So
here
you-
with a gun.
Yeah, you're right. Now, hey, you get a couple stars. Hey,
So they just chase
now
you
when they
with
put
the
that bird in
baton.
the air, that's been one.
The
That's
new
3
one,
stars.
one star, they shoot your
That's
ass.
3 stars. The bird.
Hey, so going back to the topic at hand, wait upon the Lord, man. You know, he gonna do this the right way.
Right.
You know, he gonna take Esau out beautifully, man.
Let me actually start up one verse that says, Zephaniah 3 and 7. I said, surely wilt thou fear me? Wilt thou receive instruction? So their dwelling should not be cut off. However, I punished them, but they rose early and corrupted all their doings. All right, so, hey, let me just read the next verse. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith Yahawah, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
God, so the Lord letting you know, Esau, these other nations are a prey, man. They are a prey to you.
So
know?
we gonna be the young lion in that day.
You know, they are a prey. These, hey, Esau, Edom, and these other nations are naturally prey, man.
Hey, you
They're
know,
prey.
so like, hey, you know how they say in the world, it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. Taylor's gonna turn them.
Hey, that's why, hey, going back to the topic at hand, it was not meant for us to be on this end, bro.
Yeah, it's not.
It was never meant for us to be at the bottom. It wasn't meant for us for that, ultimately, bro.
And really, our pride is what got us
Yeah.
there. So we didn't want to do the will of the hell. Fuck, we want to do our own will. I'm gonna
Hey,
do what I want.
don't we always use that analogy? Here it is. So-called blacks and Hispanics, we stronger than the white man. Like, hold on, we more stronger, we superior, we dominate everything. How the hell are we at the bottom? Let's go to show you, you weren't meant to be there.
So
You
I'm-
was never meant to be
I'm
there.
letting you know how great you are in
You know?
your lowest state. So just imagine how you would be if you did what I told you to do.
Huh? These other nations are the prey.
Come on,
But
man.
you gotta look at that and be like, damn, it's an imbalance. Like, right. Here it is, a so-called black man is superior to every nation, but he at the bottom. That should, like, a red flag right there. Like, all right, well, so how did this superior being get on the bottom of this inferior being?
And then it also makes you go crazy. Nobody scripture says, with much wisdom comes much grief. Like, he that increases knowledge increases sorrow.
Yeah.
Because now we know who we are, so you get mad. That's why Marvin Gaye had that song, Mercy, Mercy. Oh, mercy, mercy. Like, damn, we so beautiful. Why we like this, though? Why we in this state? Like the brother said, man, go back. We weren't supposed to be in this state, man. But our pride deceived us, too.
Not hearkening. And we're gonna go back to that.
Disobedience, man. Disobedience, bro.
Real quick, Romans 8:20. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by the reason of him who have subjected the same in hope.
Because we know ultimately, all right, we was made subject. We was made to go off, man. We was put in this flesh, man. We was supposed to go off, so we can appreciate the good, man. All right, so we can be able to discern good and evil, man. That's really ultimately what the Most High brought us through this whole story that we've been going through, so we can recognize good and evil. So when we get in the kingdom, we gonna be like, oh hell no, you know, like no, we ain't going. Hey, y'all remember how shit was? Do y'all want that? No, you know. But we ain't gonna be able to go off anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
you know.
But
just you know, just to say, man, you know, like yo, we remember Esau, Edom was in charge, man. Like, oh hell no, man, we don't want that shit, man. You better, we gonna do what the Most High want us to.
Right.
But
like
you know,
that Daniel, he confirmed his word by bringing this great evil upon us. Like, yo, we remember that shit. Right. We remember that. Ain't nothing been done like unto Israel.
Now we're not even going in here and sacrifice to Baal. It ain't gonna be like that in the kingdom.
But I might have to put your ass there for we all.
You gonna have to.
Yeah,
real talk.
Hey, and bring him out in front of the whole
congregation so they see that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hey, that's why, boy, the mercy of the Lord, bro. Hey, like the scripture say, if it was according to the law of Moses, man, we all would be dead, man. We all be wiped out, yo.
The law of faith, bro. Because by that law, man, we dead, bro. Because Yahawah said, you break one, you break it all. Damn, even a thought of seeing a woman, you be like, man, she's beautiful. You start having thoughts, she could be married. All of a sudden, you just give in adultery. So even the thought of it, man.
Now, we couldn't keep it back then. You know, how the hell we gonna keep it now?
Exactly. Especially with Esau ruling and he promoting wickedness.
We couldn't keep it in our land.
Can I say something? That's why the Lord said, I was wroth with my people, I polluted my inheritance. He did it so that there would be no room for pride for us. Because we've done things in our past, we're like, man, I'm not worthy of this. But Yahawah came in the flesh. Why do you think Yahawah came in the flesh? He was like, listen, I know. He said, Father, forgive them for they do not know. So the Lord said that we were subject to sin. As a matter of fact, King David said, he said, I was fashioned in iniquity. I was fashioned in iniquity. But the Lord still chose him to be king.
And something on that as well, like, you know, my parents like, oh, I was born into sin, my parents was married, blah, blah, blah. Like, yo, man, like the brother was going into, like, as a baby, you already going off as a baby. Like, without your own control and knowledge, you wearing mixed fabrics. You breaking the law from your youth. You know what I'm saying? You don't even really know. You know, you polluting your body with the vaccines.
Yep, your mom eating crab trays and eating bacon.
So, I mean, we was shaped in iniquity. We was born into sin off rip, man. There's no way of, man, by the law, man, there's no way we can make it, bro. Let me finish off Zephaniah. It's Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahawah, until the day I raise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation.
And modern day terms today, the Lord is gathering all those nations over there in the Middle East, man. World War III.
World Chapter 3. Even all my fierce anger for all the earth shall be devoured with fire for my jealousy.
Fine. So all his fierce anger. The Lord gonna let out all his anger on these nations.
He's sick of holding his tongue back. He's tired of repeating himself, like always. Exactly, second nature.
Now while I would travail, you know, as a woman with child. All right.
Woman having birth. That's loud, screeching. That's a war cry for real.
Go back to that bubble to show. Cause what got us into this whole thing? How the Lord fighting for us? That was the blessing. We just read all the accounts. How the Lord was gonna fight for us. He's gonna do this for us. He's gonna lift up a standard. Yo, cause we're gonna be blessed once again. If when we would have hearkened unto the voice of the Lord, we would have had that. So read that verse again, and we're gonna continue on.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 7. The Lord Yahawah shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face.
So that was a blessing that we would have had, man. You know, all nations would have been smitten before us. Go ahead.
They shall come out against thee one way.
So they, you know, they always try to come. All the nations, they always try to come up against us. So this scripture is saying they shall come against us one way. Go ahead.
And flee before these 7 ways.
And flee before us 7 ways. So completion, they just gonna flee everywhere. You know. You watch that movie The Watchmen with Dr. Manhattan. You know, the Japanese, they were shooting first, but then when they seen Dr. Manhattan show up, all of them start in slow motion. All of them start running, but running away like, and then you just see him just
implode.
Just split, splatter. Why? Because they seen like, oh shit, we can't fight that. So they start running.
They was afraid of a Durst fight.
Mr. Manhattan is, man, they used to very underrated, bro. We gonna be Mr. Manhattan too. That dude, bro. I'm saying this, the power is like, yeah.
Oh no, I understand.
I was just thinking, cause bro, all the reporters in the face, he said, "Leave me alone." And they showed outer space, and they showed this planet. All you saw was coming off the planet. That was just him landing there, like just left. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be like that. So go ahead.
The Lord Yahweh shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thine hand unto.
So all the businesses, storehouses, who would have been blessed, man. But Jake want that on this side.
Yeah.
You know? Jake want always talking about a business, man. I want to work for myself. That's what Jake always talking about. I want to work for myself. Look, Jake, look, man. You can't do that over here. You know, that's what Jake, I ain't trying to work for these people no more, these folks. That's what Jake say, these folks. Cause Jake be afraid to call him for who he is, so-called white man. They be say the man, I don't want to work for the man no more. They be scared to say the white man, like Ma, who is he? You know, God be trying to bring it, like, who is he? You know, he be telling you don't want to work for the man.
24.
You know? It's the so-called white man. They be scared to speak, man. You know?
But they ain't scared to speak up against their own people.
Yeah, you know? Nigga, get your ass out of here and, you know, all bullshit. But they scared to speak against the so-called white man. Go ahead.
And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord Yahweh that power giveth thee.
So the Lord didn't give us this land. So what, Jake? You can't prosper here. You know? Your black business is not going to prosper here. No, you might run for a little bit and be successful for a little while, but you'll never reach that caliber of these so-called white establishments. Even Michael Jordan. We know, you know, yeah, his face is on Jordan, but come on. Somebody writing his fucking check, man.
Hey, real talk.
You know?
Michael Jordan don't make Michael Jordan not what's the brand. Put it like this, Michael Jordan's the player. But if Esau wanted to, okay, you know, we gonna big up Charles Barkley.
Yeah. We
gonna big up Elijah Warren. That'll be different. Because they gonna push the narrative of who they want to be their idol. Like LeBron is.
And they got the resources.
Yeah, we have, because you know what? We have the distributors. If we want to, we can just destroy you and take everything from you. Yeah.
He don't own them factories that make that rubber. You know, the rubber for the shoes, the clothes. He don't own that shit, man.
Hey, for Jake got a so-called glass ceiling. Not glass ceiling, is Esau's glass floor, man. Yeah. The sky's is the limit for them, man. They can do whatever they want to do, but Jake can't do nothing to get, like Bill Cosby, right? Bill Cosby was way more, richer than all of us. But at the end of the day, all them rich is where he at now. You see what I'm saying?
And beautiful for you to say that, because even though he took the coon route, you know, with hey, Fat Albert, and I mean, he did have the first quote unquote standard of how you should be black in America, where they showed the Cosby. After all that positive influence, so to say, look at where he at.
Right.
Come on. This is not your rest.
Right. You think you're gonna succeed for a little bit, you still gonna be under them curses, man. You might be able to get out for a little bit, you know, get ahead a little bit, but you gonna come right back to the bottom, man. Right back to where your state is at. The both sides gonna constantly remind you about that, man.
Constantly put this nigga in check, man. You know, it's like when you see so-called black athletes going into prison. Like, yo, you ain't above the law. These popes, they can rape little boys, and all they gonna do is just move them to another location. They ain't gonna put them in jail. They don't put them bastards in jail.
Or like when it started coming to fruition more and more in the public eye, like the 2010, 11, when all those priests started being exposed for being pedophiles, what they did. Okay, now we're gonna make it a law that you can be a homosexual. Right. Then they pushed it. All right, we already know that we're homosexual. We're just gonna make it a law now. And if you're against this hate speech, you can go to jail for it.
Like they're trying to pass that child pedophilia. They trying to make it on the same level as homosexuals and lesbians. Like it's okay to mess with little 3-year-old and 4-year-old little boys and shit. They trying to pass.
What's that? NAMBLA, National North American Man-Boy Love Association. NAMBLA, National North American.
That's what Esau like, man.
Psalm 73.
Little boys. Little boys, man.
Hey, they what your boy what's his name? Leonidas said. Those boy lovers over there in Athens. He called them boy lovers.
Fucking Greeks,
they
bro.
was.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, when you go back to that Greek history, man,
all of them played.
Like literally, that was part of their rites of passage. Like all the men had to basically tutor a young boy. You know what I'm saying? When you go back to that old wrestling and stuff, they had to pin them basically. They was like naked wrestling, and you basically had to pretty much a grown man had to pretty much penetrate a young boy to bring him through the rites of passage. This was the Greek philosophy. This is the way they did shit. It's the same way they're doing it now. You know what I'm saying? This is what they're doing. It's like,
that sex magic and shit.
Yeah, man.
Humbling a boy.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Humbling a
sex
man.
magic,
But
yeah.
you know, and they used to get that off on Jake and slavery.
Yeah, they did that.
That's what they say, Joel.
Goodbye, Uncle Tom. Man, that movie make you mad, bro.
Yeah, but they talking about you sold our sons
That shit
for
had me
harlots.
mad, bro.
In that movie, that's what they showing.
They
They have them all.
They're like 12, 10 years old, had them in there dancing with dresses on with lipstick on, bro.
They saw it sick.
What they doing nowadays with rapping, all that type of stuff, they still doing the same thing with dresses on and sleeping with these elites, man. It's the same damn thing, man. The spirit bearer witness with everybody's spirit, man. The wicked gonna always come back being the wicked. The righteous gonna always come back being the righteous.
Esau wicked, bro.
Esau, a pedophile and a bestiality. Man, I don't even want to get into your homeboy and his sexuality. That shit just.
That's
so
not my
perverse.
homeboy.
You know,
That's our uncle.
wearing his little reeves.
Man,
You know that filter that women like to do with the reeve around
Yeah,
the
I know what you
head.
talking about.
Yeah, they be posting that on IG. All that shit go back to the Greeks and shit, man.
And also, when Paul wrote to us in Rome, the first chapter, did not he speak about homosexuality?
Verse
It's
18,
16 chapters there, but the first chapter, Paul
18,
spoke about how they were homosexuals, man. For real.
Yeah,
That's-
man.
But they go
It's
back to
very-
the pride, man. They go back to that pride,
It's
bro.
Romans 1 and
Oh,
Spirit.
and before you get that, hold it real quick.
Yep.
But also in Corinthians, I have it that every man have their own
Own
wife,
wife.
to avoid fornication. You can get that Bible shop
Oh, I'm
because
with
why? The orgies and shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
Greeks. That was they philosophies.
Yep.
Orgies. You know, a whole sex arena and shit. You know, everybody popping. You know, going around popping each other.
If I may add you,
Woman
the word lesbian go back to the word Lesbos. It was an island where they would take all the women there and they would basically teach them how to love one another.
actually Lesbos is still an island today. Still named Lesbos.
Still Lesbos?
Yeah, because that's over like in Greece and like Macedonia area. They going like bankrupt. Like Lesbos, what the brother talking about, you can still look it up today. It's still called Lesbos.
But if a comic go over there, boy, he gonna have fun.
I mean, but then what they call the people over there? What they was doing? It was called lesbians. The same thing as
Exactly.
like in Sodom and Gomorrah. You called it sodomite and sodomy, based off of what they was damn near doing all the damn time, man.
And sodomy was actually a felony at one point.
I think in some states
Now
it
it's
still
not.
is. I mean, I think it's federally it is illegal, but they just say gay marriage. They're not implying like what the hell gay is.
It's
You gotta,
hypocrisy, man. It's a lot. Go ahead, on. You want to get
Oh
some,
yeah,
man?
go ahead.
You got
that first one.
No, you got
This
that.
is Romans chapter 1, verse.
Start like read like the first two verses and then go into it.
This is Romans 1 and 1. Paul, a servant of YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, to be an apostle, separated unto the gospel of the Most High, which he had promised afore by his prophets in the Holy Scripture. You go?
Oh, go to 7. Slocky, that's the point.
Verse 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High,
See?
called to be
All
saints.
that be in Rome. The
See, that's
Israelites-
everybody.
Yeah, no.
No.
The Israelites in Rome. So to all you Israelites in Rome, man.
Love.
You know? Go ahead.
It says, verse 7, Romans 1 and 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, because what? And Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. Who was the other Romans that was over there? It was the Edomites. All right, so I mean, it just, the scripture
So
breaks
let you
itself
know,
down.
man. To all that be in Rome, man. Go ahead.
Says, to all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, called to be saints, grace to you and peace from the Most High.
And the saints are the
Called to be
Israelites.
saints.
You know?
Who
My
made it?
people are called, even Israel, you know, the saints. Israel.
Psalms 15:5. Those who made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
It says, grace to you and peace from the Most High, our Father, and the Lord, YAHAWASHI HaMashiach.
Come, so you can stop there, but I just wanted to read that point to all that be in Rome. All right, now go ahead.
Jumping over to verse 21. Because, man,
Yeah, it's nasty.
It's a lot of meat on that bone.
I mean,
Start at 22.
yeah, all right, verse 22. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools.
Exactly.
I love bringing that out because
Right.
why? When you go to college, this is the main place where they learn it. When you go to college, what's your teacher's called? A professor.
A
What's his
professor.
job doing? Professing, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you go into those colleges, you basically being indoctrinated and you being turned away from the Bible. They telling you, okay, you got that shit called evolution,
Yeah.
the Big Bang Theory. You can be homosexuals, you can be goddamn, you get feminists. All that come out of college, right? So when you go to these colleges, you professing yourself to be wise, to be like the so-called white man, but you become dumb and docile, man. It's harder to teach anybody that go to college and learn any of them philosophies, anything about the truth, because no, well, we've been here for billions of years. We've been here for this and we've been here for that. We evolved from monkeys and stuff. I'm like, come on, bro. But it says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools and changed the glory of an uncorruptible power into the image made like to corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Wherefore the Most High gave them up to uncleanliness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. It says, who changed the truth of the Most High to a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Going back into that professing themselves wise, when they go to college, again, for a lot of people, you forget all the things you learn, the little bit that you actually know about the scriptures, and what? You start worshiping after the so-called white man and what he say. All right, yeah, we've been here for billions of years and so on and so forth and whatever, whatnot, man. But, and then they go on to the, you know, we're about to go into the next verse. It says,
which is pretty much an agenda, pushed by the elites, the curriculum of the so-called white man, is to promote homosexuality, to promote lesbians. Why? Depopulation. All right? Because if everybody become gay, you know, or all women like women and all men like men, then what? That's gonna stop the other procreation, man. So what if we push that? That'll stop a lot of people from having kids, man. You know?
And they popping up those sex parties and sex orgies in them colleges. Same thing going back to the Greeks and all that. Where do you get this fraternities and sororities from? It all comes back from these damn Greeks and they damn Greek ways of being homosexuals, man.
Behind them solid.
Verse 26. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Lesbos. Lesbians.
Hey, what's the natural use of one of the natural uses of your vagina when it comes to sex? Being penetrated and inserted with a man's rod.
Exactly.
How do you change the natural use of that? Well, you go try to rub up your stuff with another woman's stuff. Hey, what kind of shit is that, man?
Strap-ons and shit.
Yeah, man, that shit is so debased. I'm like, how the hell you don't like men, but you're using everything to remind you of a man?
Yeah. You want a woman that looks like a man.
Like
and then you want her to put on a strap. Like, come on, bro.
Like I said, we hate the so-called white man, but we can bleach our skin white, dye our hair blonde, got nothing but white people pictures around us, talk like a white person, name our kids after white folks, but yet we hate the white man. Like, come on, man, everything you're doing is like the so-called white man.
They hate. I mean, they love him. It's a lot.
Oh, man.
Stockholm syndrome.
Verse 27.
And it's really, these women are just bugged the hell out, man.
Yeah, because women are weak vessels. They're the weakest vessel.
Yeah,
so they can easily be manipulated.
Yeah.
Look what happened with Eve.
Hey, that's deep going to Eve.
I'm just saying.
What happened now? The Lord said, I created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall surpass a man. And when Eve got into that control to show Adam something, to lead him somewhere, look what the fuck happened. Oh, here, eat this apple, Adam. Go ahead. I'm like, nah, hold on. How about I tell you what the fuck to eat, not you telling me what to eat?
So now you see the state of our people right now. Because Esau know if I get the mind of the women of the nation of Israel, the entire nation will fall. Yeah. And then they separate the men from them. Because the elder pastor Hart said this. If you ever want to see the condition of a nation, look at the women.
Right there. And also too, like was once said, your mother's your first teacher.
Yeah, your first love.
You know? So if you get in your mother's, if you screw the women up, you screw the offspring up. Because you know they're around the mother more. The mother has to nourish them as a child and tell them what to do and what not to do. You know?
Years to the hit puberty.
Then the father comes in.
But then the father has to be there to teach the woman when she
exactly.
So
exactly how to treat it.
Exactly.
It's just all messed up.
It's just all messed up.
Esau, he did his thing, man.
He did a fabulous job. I will give it to him because it's really the left hand side of the Lord.
Yeah.
So we got all the praise to everybody.
You don't want to see the bad side. You don't want to see the bad side. There's somebody over there called Esau Edom, and that motherfucker vicious.
Only because I allowed him to be vicious, because that nigga was getting a cage at one point.
I mean, it ain't even Esau, it's just the Most High, because the Most High can raise up any nation. You can be fighting against Elamites one day.
Esau just happened to be that vessel that the Most High chose to be that vessel of dishonor, man.
It was prophecy. In Genesis 25.
Continue on, verse 27. And likewise also their men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one towards another.
So you burned in your lust, man. You know how it is when you see a beautiful woman you like, oh my goodness, she's so beautiful. Well, you got men actually burning in their lust towards another man. Yeah, I can't even imagine that, bro. Like,
I'm glad I can't.
You know, the water y'all
2 weeks ago.
You know? Go ahead.
2 weeks ago.
It says,
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
men with men working that which is unseemly, and
Men with men working that which is unseemly. All right, hey, if you can get that unseemly in the blue letter bubble shop. Go ahead.
and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat.
So Paul, like, hold on, man. Writing this, hey, men with men, like Paul, like, yo, this shit gotta stop, man.
Like, unseen because you know, he visualized, he saw men walking, holding hands and shit with togas. So he was like working that which is unseemly. Like,
I mean, going back to the Sodom and Gomorrah with Lot, they trying to fuck the angels. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, they did. Yep. They said, bring them out so that we may know them. Yep. Genesis the 19th chapter.
That's where I was at, 27.
27. Done. All right, let me get this in the blue letter real quick. Unseemly. Salaki, it's a long verse. All right. Unseemliness, an unseemly deed. All right. Shame, a indecency by implication, the shame. But it don't really give you that much.
Is that a root word?
Yeah.
No, go all the way up. All the way up. Go to the root word, Baba Bashar, just to see what that is real quick. Right there. Right there. Okay. Deformed. Indecent. Dang, deformed.
Damn. Deformed. Because what? It wasn't to deform something. It wasn't formed to do that. You know?
Because think about it. The word generate and the word form, meaning that something comes about, is being made. You're not the Lord said, you have become unto me a degenerate plant. Deformed, unseemly. Because it don't seem like, it's like, yo, man, it seems like you can see that. But something that's unseemly, like, yo, that's not something I see every day. That's not what we're supposed to be doing.
I mean, to break down, what's the purpose of sex? To reproduce, right? Now, you need a man's sperm and a woman's eggs to reproduce. But then now you got, when you follow and look after the so-called white man, look at all the perverseness he got with his sex. You know what I'm saying? Having incest and things like that for one. He got all type of violent ways of having damn sex, man. This man be having sex with animals.
Putting gerbils in their ass and shit.
Little boys, little kids. They always gotta have that type of shit where it's like, they gotta kill somebody when they having sex. They got this shit where they be tying people up. Like, what kind of, like, this is like some fucking torturistic type. Why you always gotta be a brute beast in what you doing, man? The act of sex is supposed to be a loving joining together with you and your wife, right? Bringing forth life into the world. But when you look at Esau and the way he does things, it's just like a deathly manner of everything, man. Right. You're not bringing no life into the world where you got a man mounting another man, or a man mounting a sheep, man, or you got some chick tied up in some basement. Come on, man. These Edomites is nothing but corrupt and perverse.
Everything corrupt everything.
They damn perverse, man. Everything that they do is unseemly, man. You're not gonna be making no child with some woman that you love with some bitch tied the fuck up upside down and shit like that. 50 dudes running through her and shit like that. You don't want that to be your baby mama, man. You can't make no babies and have no kids with you plowing some little boy, man. I don't even want to talk about that shit. Nasty.
You did, you did. It's all right.
That shit nasty.
Right out. Spirit.
Verse 28.
Spirit.
And even as they did not retain the Most High in their knowledge,
did not retain the Most High in knowledge. So as Paul was writing this, he said, this shit is unseemly, man. All right. And how did Paul know that? Paul, you got that?
Yes, kind. This is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind.
Because what? Paul knew the law. He knew the scriptures. You know, so if Paul knew the law. Hold on. According to Leviticus, the Torah, this shit gotta stop, man.
And wait, we got an example of Sodom and Gomorrah. We already looking back at.
Come on now. Like, go ahead up.
Yeah, come. As he lieth with a woman.
And so they saying like, yo, the scripture just put it plain. So if you gonna lie with a man as you lie with a woman, put it plain for you. It's a certain way you lie with a woman. So if you do that with a man, go ahead.
Both of them have committed an abomination.
Both of them. He didn't just say the one penetrating. He said
the receiver.
Both of them.
They playing football and shit. Oh, what the fuck going on?
He said both of them niggas, man. You know? Go ahead.
I gotta bring out a precept just to back you up real quick. Sirach 15 and 13. The Lord hateth all abomination, and they that fear God love it not.
Hey, and that
Hate
go
speech.
right-
It's hate speech because we don't love it.
Hey, but I'm gonna say this too, man. When I was in high school, yes, I showed them Edomites. They faggots, bro.
Yeah.
All right. They used to say this thing. Is it gay for two men or whatever? He said, "Oh, the one receiving it is gay for him."
Yeah.
That's how they used to see it.
Yeah.
That's the Edomites, bro. That's just how they used to think. Oh, well, the one that's receiving it, he's gay, but the other one isn't. No, that's just why scriptures say both of them, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Because dude that's incarcerated, they be like, so have you ever had sex with a man? And before they be like, yeah, I have. So what? You say you're gay? No, I ain't gay. I ain't getting fucked. He the one getting fucked.
Yeah,
like, yo,
that's
Jay,
how they look at
you
it,
tripping, bro.
You know?
You having sex with a man.
That's why the scriptures had to say both.
Both
of them, man.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead.
God, and have committed an abomination.
That's what Paul said. This is unseemly.
Yeah,
this is
unseemly.
abominable, man. Come on. Go ahead.
God, they shall surely be put to
The
death.
scriptures say, surely, yeah, you got to take that shit out. Because think about it. You can't just kill one. You got to kill both of them niggas, man. All right? You got to get that shit out of there. You got to
get it out of Israel.
Yeah, you got to get shit out of Israel.
Get out of here, man.
You know? Hey, we got men. This is a nation of men, not homosexuals, man. Because while men was known to go to war, we can't have no faggots, effeminate with us, man. We got to have straight men with us, man.
If a homosexual go to war, he will want to become a POW for the other fucking army.
Hey, man,
I love to be your POW.
They're not even in the right mind state, man. How you gonna trust somebody like that who don't, like, come on, man.
You laying down in your sleeping bag.
You gotta worry about
Hey,
this
he come
nigga.
over there and tell me something. You got extra bullets? Get the fuck off me, man. So what? Can I have some of your water? Hell no.
Yeah, you can't. You know, you can't have that because that affect the rest of the congregation. You're like, man, this dude gay, man.
Yeah, come.
No, you gotta get that nigga out of here, man.
You gotta kill both.
Yeah.
Because the one who, if you kill just the one who penetrated, all right, the one receiving, he gonna end up receiving it from somebody else.
But in all actuality, the Elder Apostle Gabar said, going back to 1 Corinthians 6:9, hey, that's also one of the acts that he said that you could repent from. But deep down inside, I mean, come on, like, how can I trust a man like that? You know,
Most I said he gave them over.
to
Y'all want to follow after they ass.
Yeah.
Y'all keep doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
Dress metrosexual like they ass. All right, your ass gonna be goddamn taking that shit, man.
Exactly. Esau, man. At the end of the day, Esau is just a faggot.
Yeah,
All
come.
right. You know, go ahead. All right?
Yeah, it
bundle of
says,
sticks
con, that's right. It says,
For them to understand.
for them to understand.
Yeah, he's a faggot.
Hey, a bundle of sticks, you do what? Get burnt up like Esau.
yeah.
Burn the fag. They used to take the homosexuals, put them on the stake, put a bundle of sticks underneath them and say, burn the fag. Not the person burn the bundle of sticks so that they could be, incinerated as well.
All Esau gonna be burnt up. Like all them fags that they are.
Go ahead,
Their blood shall be upon them.
The blood shall be upon them, man. All right. The Lord was completely against all this feminism. The scriptures say a man shall not wear that pertaining to a woman, man.
He just showed up women wear that
Pertaining to a man. So the Lord was against all this cross-dressing, because a person might say, hold on, well, if I'm a man, I'm wearing girl clothes, how am I harming? No, the Lord say, you shall not wear that pertaining unto a woman, man, if you a man. So the Lord, all that cross-dressing, the Lord is not for that shit, man. Because why? You putting forth that example, man, to the younger man. And also, if you dressing up like a woman, what you gonna get that ideology or that thought, or you might be a woman because you got on woman's clothes, man.
Or like the author of confusion. You see somebody walking down the street like, damn, she kind of look good. Hey, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He hit it on the head.
that's spiritual. There's an article where this man got arrested because he refused to let his 6-year-old son put on the dress. He said, no, you're not gonna put on the dress, and they arrested him for that.
Hey, if I may add too, I wanted to bring this out too. And also you got jakes out here that put weave in their head as well too. Like, why do you think the guy named Fetty Wap? Because the actual hair that he uses is called Fetty. All right, it's weave, you know, and that's why it's blonde. So you got jakes out here putting their what? Jake, like you said, that becomes a sign of idolatry, or worshiping. So what, you got jakes out here, blonde in their hair. You know, what this guy named Odell Beckham? Yeah, man. So you got these guys going up.
I have
This
permission to take a picture of this?
Yeah, take pictures of this line.
you know.
No, just
Yeah, you know, no problem.
So also you got Jake, not only Jake wearing feminine clothing, but Jake putting weave in his head too, man. You know, so Jake is all around just
disorder these books. And it's like, you know, Esau, you know, like we always say, Esau reads the scriptures. Esau reads the scriptures and he promotes everything completely opposite. Like they got the new shirts out now that look just like dresses. You seen them? They like long shirts.
What's his name?
Dave Chappelle wore one.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Or Lucifer.
Yeah, I remember my sister's boyfriend got me one of them shits. He says it's a shirt, but the way it came down is like, yo, this shit too long, bro. This shit look like a dress.
Right.
But they put that out there like that.
And you know what though? You remember back in the day, Jake used to wear tall tees. You can tell the difference between a tall tee and a dress. Man, you can tell those are dresses. They're not tall tees, bro. You know that for a fact, man.
I got a question.
What's going on?
Okay, I've been studying.
Okay.
Because I know I'm not to preach or teach and none of that because I'm a woman.
That's beautiful.
I'm starting to learn the Bible because I was never taught the Bible. So I'm still in sin because I have on pants, so I already know that. Okay.
Oh.
I'm just bringing it out, you know. But as long as I've been going to church, I have never been taught the truth. So in my eyes, I always thought my creator was a white man, like you guys are saying, you know. But now when it goes to me, because I get confused, like you see how you guys are out here, you guys are trying to wake people up. How can I as a sister not try to teach a lot of the brothers that's around me that are asleep? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
that's one question. My other question is, who made the Bible? Because they come to me with all the time.
I see where she comes from.
I want to know. I need to know, like, because they be like, oh, that's fiction. But if it's fiction, then why they never took it out? You see what I'm saying? So if you're gonna try to tell me that a white man created the Bible to distract us, then why the Bible is speaking of us and against them, but it's not telling us that he's a strict father. So we only know 10 commandments, right?
600.
No, that's what we.
Okay.
We only know 10.
Okay, so like you.
Thou should not kill. Thou should not kill. All this. Go ahead. Answer the first question.
So which one you gonna go? I'm gonna jump in.
All right, go ahead.
No, so you guys say you wanna break out?
Yeah, as far as who
ahead,
wrote the Bible, you know.
All right, go ahead. This is 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 20. Knowing this verse, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
So what he's saying is no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation. So men did not sit here and write this and like, okay, this is something I came up with on my own. Go ahead.
For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man.
So they didn't write this by their own will. Go ahead.
But holy men of the Most High spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit.
So they spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit. So something what you call divine intervention. Right. All right. And the reason how we're able to back that up and prove that men didn't write this off their own mind to control, because prophecies, men can't predict the future. So you can sit here. One may say, what makes this book different from any other book? That's what they say. All right. What makes this book different? So show me another book. All right. That shows the genealogy of every nation on the creation, on how everything was created. Then show me another book which shows that things that are happening, this book was written 1,000 years ago, but things that it was written are happening now today. Man can't do that.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, so you gotta use common sense. Like, hold on. Well, let me look further into this and look at the prophecies. All right, this is written thousands of years ago, but things are happening today.
Can I ask a question? The first 5 books, did Moses write? Did he write those first 5 books?
Like
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy.
All right, I see what you're talking about.
I'm just trying to know, because I'm gonna be real with you. I have a lot of people around me that sleep, and I'm doing my studying, and I'm getting my kids into it. And my son, he's more smarter than I am. I'm gonna say, because he knows how to speak like you guys do. You understand? But I do have questions, because sometimes I think he's ready to take that step like you guys are out here, but he doesn't. Sometimes getting tricked with the people because they're trying to trick him with his words and say that the Bible's not real. The gay man made the Bible. Who is King James, and you know what I mean?
Which is typical stuff that we always hear. You know, it's nothing. But anyways, Moses. All right, because people be like, how did Moses write the Bible if it tells how he died? Okay. People ask that, like, yeah, okay, if he wrote it, then why is Satan here writing he died this way? Well, if he died, how he was able to write this? Well, it was a culture, according to Israelite culture, you have scribes writing down these things. All right, scribes are people that kept the records.
Okay.
So yes, it's the book of Moses. All right, but the scribes kept the records like
because everyone has an angel with them that writes down everything that you do.
You know, they have people.
Is that a true statement? That we all have someone that writes our good and our bad, and then
the angels do report back to the Most High.
So therefore, that will make
Yeah. So, but we have physical scribes that actually out here.
What are scribes? I don't know what that is.
Somebody will get the actual definition. Yeah. Go ahead and get the actual definition, because I don't want to speak, off of my own mind. Yeah, but as we were saying, these are all.
This is Jeremiah chapter 45 verse 1. The word that Jeremiah the prophet spake unto Baruch the son of Neriah, when he had written these words in a book at the mouth of Jeremiah. Alright, so actually Baruch was one of the scribes who wrote down the words of Jeremiah. You always have somebody in ancient time that would write down the words of Jeremiah.
Yep. Because if the Spirit is on me and I'm speaking, I mean, it's like you kind of in a trance. So what I'm saying, they know is pretty much I'm being influenced by the Heavenly Father. So what, you have people writing down, okay, as he sits, as he's speaking, they write it down.
Yeah, because so he did go up and get the 2 tablets. So if you believe that he got the 2 tablets, then he got to be able to get some.
Well, I'm saying, for the ending of his story, that was scribe finished that off, but he did write the law, statutes, commandments down. But it says scribe, a professional interpreter of the Jewish law. All right. So interpreter, one that a writer, all right, a secretary, accountant. Somebody that keeps record, accountant, a writer, a secretary. That's what pretty much what a scribe is.
All right. I got a quick precept on the scribe and how they wrote the Bible. Jeremiah 36:4. Then Jeremiah called Baruch. Like if you go to the Apocrypha, this book called Baruch.
I got the Apocrypha.
All right. So that guy in there called Baruch, right? Baruch actually wrote the book of Jeremiah, right? So it says, then Jeremiah called Baruch, the son of Neriah, and Baruch wrote from the mouth of Jeremiah all the words of Yahawah which he had spoken unto him into a roll of the book. So when you read the book of Jeremiah, it was actually penned by the scribe Baruch. He sat down and wrote, just like how we got a videotape taping us right now. Baruch would have been a scribe recording all of this, all right? And Jeremiah, it was the book of Jeremiah. You read Jeremiah, but Jeremiah himself didn't pen it. You ever seen the book of Eli?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, the last scene of that, he's basically laid down and he's reciting the Bible.
Oh, yeah. I seen the with Denzel Washington.
Yeah, right. And the man wrote everything down.
He made him, he said for word for word.
Word for word, right, exactly.
Okay.
Go ahead, on.
Right here. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 24. But look thou, prepare thee many box trees, and take with thee Sariah, Debriah, Selemiah, and Canis, and Aziel, these 5 which are ready to write swiftly.
So he told Ezra, gather these 5 men which are able to write swiftly. Now, if you can get me Psalm 68 and 11 real quick, so we gonna hit the whole point, about who wrote the Bible. All right.
Okay, now what's this? Where the Gentiles and the white people not going to heaven? Esau. Now I pretty much know a little bit about it because I've been reading it. But it's something I wanted to ask y'all because I was reading, I found something else out too. Like, I don't know if y'all, go ahead, y'all do everything, then I ask y'all a question. Yeah, I know.
This is Psalm 68 and 11. The Lord gave the word, great was the company of those that published it.
So the Lord gave the word.
But she actually published it.
Great was the company, men just published it. The Lord gave the word. All right, but men published it and wrote it down. Okay. That's pretty much the understanding of that. And like I said, one may ask, how do we know? Prophecy, man. Because men can't predict the future.
They can't.
All right? Things that are written are transpiring today. Now, you show me any man that can write something down, and then it happens thousands of years later. To the T.
Not that it's going to rain.
Like us coming here in slavery. Moses wrote that down. Moses said that this will happen to us. Now you ask the same people that's trying to knock the scriptures, did this not happen to us? Well, this was already prophesied in the Bible that this will happen to us.
Yeah, and I want to know, who are they to say that we're not, that God's not going to punish them for what they did? Like, why would God just make us,
white men?
Yeah, the so-called white men. Why would they feel like they're not going to get punished for what they did to us?
Yeah, but we answered that question. Hopefully that was good. But what was her next question? Remember?
Teaching
about women.
Yeah, teaching women.
All right. So how can you influence?
Especially when they're all asleep. They're all asleep.
All right. Well,
they always got to be in their hand. They smoking the blunt. I mean, I'm just being real. When they sleep, they're not studying.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're aware of the scripture, how it says, "I suffer not a woman to teach, nor of authority over men." You're aware of that scripture. That's why you said you're not allowed to teach. You're aware of that.
Yeah.
So, only thing I really can say to you is women are allowed to teach their kids.
Yeah, they're women.
They're women and their sons. You know, they are allowed to do that. But as far as you coming up here trying to teach us,
no.
I understand you. Understand what I'm saying. As far as that, no. But as far as the men, the only thing you can really do is like, hey, bring them up here. You know, bring them here. Like, you know, we here every Saturday and bring them here.
So I'm not to teach my brother. If I know he's getting high and drunk all day, and I don't try to give him the word, how can I get him to get into the Bible if he ain't gonna even get on the porch? That's what I'm doing.
Well, you will bring him to a man of understanding. You'll put him on it. Now, if he don't listen to you, then that's him. You know.
This is Isaiah 29:10. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and has closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers have he covered. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed. When man delivered to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee, he said, I cannot, for it is sealed.
So there are certain people today that they're just not going to wake up. The Lord going to keep them in a deep sleep. Because you have certain people, like, during the time,
only 1/3 of Israel going to make it.
Exactly.
So that's if they even holy people.
Okay, now I got a question. I'm going to continue on. Do you know the Heavenly Father and His Son's name?
What do you mean?
The Heavenly Father and His Son's name, they have a name.
What are you talking about? Jesus? I ain't talking about, I don't know. What are you talking about?
No, well, the Heavenly Father's name is Yahawah, His Son's name is
Yahawah.
I was just trying to speak about the spirit.
Yahawah, I know that.
Because when Yahawah was on the cross, when he said, what they said, Pilate said, I found no fault with this man, and he wiped his hands. And they said, let his blood be upon our children. So 2/3 of our people, they are destined to be destroyed.
They didn't accept him when he was on the scene. They ain't gonna accept him now through his men. You know, so at the end of the day,
because a lot of them don't even want to hear what y'all saying.
Exactly. So
and
at the end of the
day,
day,
sense when you can read it. And it's saying.
So at the end of the day, you're gonna have a lot of people that don't believe. You know, and like the brother said, it all depends on if they party elect or not. So, you know, you can't really, the scriptures say, he that is filthy, let him be filthy still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still.
All right, I have a question I want to ask, and then I'm going to walk away. I did some research in the Bible, and you know how they keep saying, man, we going into space. Do y'all think that's a true factor? Because this is what I read in the Bible, and y'all could look it up while I call the scripture. So, I know in Genesis chapter 1, the first day he said he made day and night, right? The second day he said he made a firmament, and he called a firmament heaven. Then it said, it proceeds on how he set day and night inside the firmament. Then it said he made the stars. He set them inside the firmament to shine a light upon earth. So if we looking at the Bible, and the Bible is real. So when I look up in the sky, that's heaven above us, correct? Am I right with what I'm saying? Okay, so now I started thinking like, so if that is in the first page, right, the first Genesis 1, Genesis 2. Then you go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 33, verse 20.
We're talking about hanging the earth on it.
No, when he's talking, I think it's Jeremiah, is it 30 or 30? It's Jeremiah 33, verse 20 or 25.
We'll try to find it.
Yeah.
If you can find it for me real quick, and then it will say that if you can break my covenant of day and my covenant of night, that way there will be no light in day in my season. He said, I will cast the seed of my servant David and Jacob. That way the seeds won't be ruler over the sea, right? Over the earth, right? So when I read that, and then I read the first page of Genesis, so I started to think, what would be the covenant of day and night would be what he did the first day, correct? Because that's the only thing that speaks about day and night.
Well, no, the sun, if the sun don't come back and shine. If you don't see the sun raise one day, or if you don't see the moon come out one damn day, that's basically because they're in perpetual motion. Every day the sun goes.
But what I'm saying is, the first day he said he made day and night, right? And they said they were gonna mess the covenant. Now God said he placed day and night in the firmament, because it says it on chapter 1, verse 14. Genesis 1, verse 14, it says that he placed the day and night in the firmament, and he made the days and the seasons of the year. Yeah. So now where I'm getting at, this is where I started to see that they were lying to us about this space jump. So this is why I'm just showing you where I did my research. So chapter 1 will show you where you got day and night. Right here. Right. Then you got where he made the firmament. Right? That was called heaven. Then you got where it says he also made the stars and set them inside the firmament to shine out upon the earth. Then if you go here, it says the covenant
the firmament is?
The firmament is heaven.
The firmament is
the firmament is heaven because he says what it is.
You ask him the question, he give you the answer.
But I'm telling you what I read. I'm gonna let you read the scripture.
Yeah.
Let me just I'm just trying to see what.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get you the understanding of that because the firmament.
All right, but can I just show you where I read it says the firmament is called heaven?
All right, go ahead.
That was on the second day. So read from the first day to the second day on Genesis 1.
So God created. Wait, matter of fact, do you understand how many years is one day to the Lord?
No, I don't.
Oh.
But I'm just
that's meat.
Yeah, this it's a heavy breakdown. You know.
But I'm just trying to. We
gotta establish understanding before we even go into that.
That's why he asking you questions because.
Okay, but I'm not trying to teach. I'm just trying to show him something real quick.
That's a heavy chapter.
You know. Because in the house of the Lord, get that foot. You know, so people are going to get here and they get the sacrifice of the food. I'm not saying that you're going to offer what you can't beat. You're asking a question, the brother's trying to give you the answer. It's not just simple, what is 1 plus 1? It's
I wasn't asking the question, I was telling you what I seen. And what I was trying to get y'all to do was pick up the scriptures to read what I said. What I seen. That's all. I wasn't telling for an answer.
Listen. See, Shemai, that's what's wrong with our people. We don't have to listen. That's why we're in the predicament we ain't now, because we didn't want to listen in the beginning. He's trying to give you the breakdown, the understanding of it. But before we go into that, you got to understand the basis of it, though.
This is Genesis 1 verse 6. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters, from the waters. And God made the firmament and it divided the waters which were under the firmament, all right, and which we are under the firmament.
Okay.
All right, so the waters, all right, which would be heaven and the earth. So he divided the two.
Okay,
so he made an earth, and he made a space. All right, I'm gonna read on. It says, and God made the firmament and divided the waters from which were under the firmament from the waters that were from above. All right, and it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. All right, and in the evening and the morning were the second day.
Okay, so
now check this out. Okay, this is a heaven. That's a heaven. Then outside of that heaven, there's 3 heavens.
I never knew.
I got you.
You know?
Listen, I'm already there.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying listen. This is 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 27. Listen. But when God indeed dwelt on the earth, behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens cannot contain thee. How much less this house that I have built? So
what does that mean?
That's more than one heaven.
Like right now. Okay, so I didn't know that. That's a good thing. Okay, but I wasn't trying to rebuttal nothing y'all saying.
Yeah, I understand.
I was trying to bring you to something
you
that
I understand the words. What word heaven means? Because you get caught up in heaven. You automatically
think that heaven. So it's 3 heaven. Okay. All right. So now if you go to John, if you go to Jeremiah 10 verse 1.
Jeremiah 10.
It says not to be dismayed by the signs of heaven, right? Yeah. So to me, that would tell us not to be worried about what's up in there. What's up in there?
Means not to be afraid. You know what this word is saying?
The heat is off. No, wait. I'm trying to just see where I was. Y'all trying to say me out of context.
We got you. We understand what you got.
But you got to understand words. What does this made mean?
No, I was just trying to show y'all where it's showing you that they're trying to open heaven's door.
All right, can I
John 10 verse 1.
Hang on, real quick. Be not dismayed at the signs of the heavens because the heathen are dismayed because basically they say, oh look, we got the blood moon and this and that. Going back to Genesis, the Most High cities put the sun, the stars, and all that for signs and times for us. That's a clock for us. So when we see these blood moons and things like that, we're not supposed to be freaking out because those are signs for us to know the prophecies are coming to pass. Now to squash that the space thing, let me just get one precept in Obadiah. Because you're getting caught up on words. Like Esau is in rejoicing in heaven.
Okay, just read Isaiah 1 real quick, and then tell me what did that chapter refer to?
Esau is in his heaven right now, so it's the same thing. So if you go over to
why are you being mean now?
No, it's not that. It's just
but I just like, I would like to know because even though I'm here, I'm trying to learn and I'm listening.
You asked me a question and you still talking.
No, you're just trying to just make me
quiet. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse. I'll start at verse 4. It says, Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and as though thou set thy nest among the stars, hence will I bring thee down.
What does that mean?
We know what it means, but we're saying, yeah,
exactly.
Give me Isaiah 14.
Are you talking about if like there's no space, you're not supposed to go out there? The
No,
Most High
no, I didn't say that. I was saying how they're trying to say that they're going to space.
The Most High said they're going to space.
And they are.
God is not the author.
Yes, they have the International Space Station.
Because I was thinking that they was lying to us, stating that they was trying to go to space because they was really trying to open heaven's door. Because I stumbled upon a scripture. Listen, let me just finish, and then y'all could go ahead and take the flow. Because I stumbled upon a scripture, John 10, verse 1, that says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, any man that enters in through the sheepfold and not by the door will conceive a thief or a robber or climb up some other way. I don't know, something like that. But who will be trying to climb up there? Because I know we're not doing it.
This is all spiritual. Right. Climbing up another way, it's metaphors,
like
man.
Creeping unaware.
You know? So I'm gonna put it like this.
It's not.
Give me that real quick, Isaiah 14.
And what?
14, and is it 20?
Yeah, 20, 21, something like that. Yes.
Give me 12.
When I read that, I was like, well, who the hell trying to climb up
Isaiah
there?
14,
You know what I mean? Like, we ain't trying to climb up there because we modern people. I know I'm minority.
Listen to this real quick.
This is Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
So what? Same thing. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Because we can't get caught up on that. That word heaven is... So the so-called white man is in heaven. Why? Because he has dominion over the planet. So this is his heaven. All right.
Heaven.
So same thing.
Malcolm X said the white man's heaven is the black man's heaven.
Done. So same thing with the whole firmament. No matter how far the so-called white man can send a spaceship out there, no matter how far he go up there, he will never get inside the Most High's
Oh, I know
heaven.
that. I was just trying to show you where I read the scripture where it's saying that somebody's trying to climb up some other way. And I'm trying to figure out, well, but I mean, if I'm trying to study, I'm going to come up on the scripture. You can't read the Bible all in one straight one way. You got to read the bits and pieces.
I understand, but let's...
You got to read here, you got to read here, a little there, a little dab there. Come on now. But I know, I'm not rebuttaling. I was just trying to tell them what I thought. So, like, they was trying to lie to us and say there's a space. But then I came upon the scripture where it said that he made the firmament. He put the light inside the firmament. And then it said that if they could break the covenant of day and night, that he would cast the sea and we'll go back into captivity. So I'm thinking like, okay, these crackers really trying to be disrespectful and trying to send rocket ships up there trying to open the door so they can get us back into captivity because they know they're not welcome to the gates of heaven.
It won't happen. It won't happen anyways, man.
It's the Most High being facetious. If you can stop the sun from rising,
but the scripture's there though. You see what I'm saying? So it means that somebody trying to climb.
Yes, the Most High jokes with the white people.
Jokes in the Bible.
Yeah, the Most High has a sense of humor.
Yeah, he said, who is this that coming from Edom dyed in red garments? It's talking about YAHAWASHI coming back and slaying all these Edomites. He's not going to be really dressed in all red.
He said he shall laugh at destruction.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in there.
He said the heaven shall laugh. The Most High has a sense of humor.
Yeah. Hey, like...
Day of famine, we shall laugh.
Another thing, too. There was a time where people thought, rich folks, I forget the exact time period, where they thought if they gave the preacher enough money, that they would get a ticket into heaven. Right? So, hey, it's no other way you can get to heaven but by believing in YAHAWASHI. So that's spiritual. That's a spiritual meaning. It's not talking about physical. He trying to climb up there and reach into space. So a lot of things are spiritual.
So what would that mean though? That's what I'm trying to say. I just wanted to, I'll get off of it. It's really not a non-fact. I was just trying to be like,
the Lord said come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Really, repent. That's it.
That's it.
But you can't have $1 billion and try to buy your way in. That's you trying to climb in some other kind of way.
Yeah, exactly.
The only way to come in is come back.
The
only way to come in is to come. Like they have a
we gonna read it. We gonna read it. Let it read 10. Go ahead.
Start at 1?
Yeah.
This is John 10 and 1.
Yeah.
Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way.
He said, in order to be my disciple, you gotta carry your cross first and foremost. You gotta believe in him. So there ain't no other way you can get into heaven but what? Through what is one mediator? Give me that integrity.
It's by the door is him, but what I went outside the box.
Yeah, I feel
I
you
understand
trying
what
to
y'all
be
saying.
spiritual.
No,
You
it's
know,
not
you're trying to
about
look at
being
another way.
spiritual. It's I'm trying to figure out everything.
Well, I'm trying to break
you know
it down
what I
to
mean?
you
Is
what
there
it
really
mean,
a
though.
space? Like, you
Give me that
can't
Timothy's
hate
Bible
the
shop.
sister for trying to, like,
Oh,
come on. I was
I'm
a
already
Catholic.
here.
I was
I'm
a
already
Christian.
here.
You got
I
it?
was a
No,
I'm somewhere else.
I used to be a Muslim. Like, I'm
I know what you
trying
mean,
to
right?
find my right way.
He's a
You know what
mediator.
I'm saying?
I'm the
Oh,
door.
no, you get that.
Yeah, get that for me real quick. Give me that Bible shop.
What? Continue reading.
Yeah, read that. Start from the top. Let me know when you get that. Go ahead.
John 10:1 again. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way,
Climbeth up some other way. Go ahead.
the same is a thief and a robber.
So what? You only gonna be able to get through Yahweh through the Heavenly Father in His kingdom. What? Through Yahawashi by having faith through Him. Read that, Bible.
Come. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 5. For there is one God and one mediator between the Most High and men.
So read that again, Baba Gashah.
Top again.
Yeah.
John 10:1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold.
So what? Read that.
Come. For there is 1 Timothy 2 and 5. For there is one God and one mediator.
I never said it was another God.
Between the Most High and men.
I didn't say that.
Between the Most High and men.
It's
So
for edification.
yeah, just edification. You know, so you only can get through that through Yahawashi, man, through faith in Yahawashi.
I know that much.
All right.
I know that much, but I was just saying what I thought I researched.
No, it don't mean that. You know, it wasn't.
That goes into private interpretation.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
got something for you, Rob.
Go ahead.
Listen,
But
all
y'all
if y'all
have a
read
good
this.
night. I'm finna just
Revelation chapter 3, verse 20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him, and he with me.
But what? That's only through who?
Yahawashi,
man.
But hold
You
on.
know?
Faith comes by hearing. And he said, my sheep hear my voice.
And do follow them.
And
They
do
do
follow.
follow.
Exactly.
You know, so go back to John 10, Baba Gashah.
So what would be the covenant? If when he said, if you break my covenant a day and my covenant a night?
The covenant,
Well,
I'm just asking the question.
you
We
know,
put it in their order. We put the sun in rotation around the earth every damn day. Yeah. Just like every day since Yahawashi basically if we had our same calendar, we would be on 365 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Keep coming, right? In perpetual order. Like how we look at our calendar today, no matter what, after this Monday, next Saturday gonna keep coming, right? Forever, right?
and if I may say this, man, once again, like we said earlier, the Most High said that it was sarcasm.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Esau can't do that. So he stated the impossible. If you can do this, then I will break my covenant with Israel. I will cast the seed of Jacob off. But he can't do that. If you can search out the depths of the sea,
Yeah, they
then I'll
can't
cast
do
them
it, but
out.
I
If
was
you
just-
can go
you
out
just
and
said what
search
I
that
just
out,
said.
then
So
I will
he
cast
said
them
if
out.
you can-
But he can't do it.
So he
Just
just
like-
said it.
So it's
he
not
said
possible.
you
Just
can.
like we say,
You gotta
You
understand
can
the
do
how
it.
the
I
Most
know
High
it ain't
talks.
possible, but we know that.
Wait,
Yeah,
the Most
like-
High
We
also
know
It's a lost
this.
cause,
I
bro.
never said it was possible.
Hey, the Most High also make a statement
I think
saying,
you're overtaking what I'm saying in different contexts.
Right.
Maybe I'm not explaining
The
it
context
correctly.
is right here.
right? The Most High
Yeah,
also make
Yeah, but I'm giving you the scriptures of where I read, and then you're
I have
still
a question for
rebutting
you.
it. No, I don't.
How do you determine the Sabbath?
What do you mean?
How do you determine what the Sabbath is?
Friday, sundown, and
No,
Saturday,
you gotta understand that.
Saturday,
You trying to
sundown.
understand
What do
that?
you mean?
It's not. Cause we didn't have calendars that had Monday through Sunday in it. We didn't. We always had to go by the sun.
As I've been doing the research
Go
through
ahead,
YouTube and watching you
John
guys,
10, bro.
y'all said Friday, sundown.
No, we didn't. You didn't ask
We never
us.
said. Read
I
that.
didn't ask you. I
You didn't
seen
ask
it
us.
on
We
the
didn't say that,
show.
though.
Are
It's
you-
not us.
What? the-
Are you watching different camps?
Exactly. It's mixing wine, bro.
Are you
What do
watching
you
different
mean
camps? Which
mixing
camp?
wine?
Which
Yo,
camp?
Why are you
That's-
being
hey,
so,
that's just why
why
they
you
bring
being so
confusion, man.
disrespectful?
He's not being
Go ahead, man.
disrespectful.
But he
He's
really
answering your-
is
he's
though, because
answering
I'm
your
trying to
questions.
learn, and because I'm asking him a question,
But-
he's being rude. Like why? I'm trying to understand.
Go to the scriptures.
Because I asked the question, if I give you a scripture, what is so wrong with you reading it and giving me
down.
understanding without him being so
Corinthians-
disrespectful?
1 Corinthians.
No, because that's not right. I'm not
calm
running
down.
from nothing.
Go ahead.
Calm down, please.
No, I'm gonna just walk away. Y'all
All
have
right,
a great
Okay,
night.
All right, you
take
too.
care.
All right.
Take care.
Because that's kind of
Alright.
wrong how y'all
Once
do it.
again,
Because y'all
bring
know
this
I
up.
know I'm supposed to shut up.
1
I know
Corinthians
I'm
chapter
to be silent.
14, verse
You're
39.
fucking rude as fuck.
Whether Salakia, verse 39.
Lucky nothing.
1 Corinthians 14, what's that? 39? No,
Y'all
39? No,
preaching
33.
wrong. You can't say
And God is not the author of
What's
confusion, but of peace and in all churches of the
I wasn't
saints.
even saying nothing.
It says, let your woman keep silence in the churches.
Be silent. I don't don't even go
Let
to
your
church.
woman
Out of
keep
my
silence
mouth,
in the
kids.
churches. For it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law.
Man.
That's it.
Hey, but end of the day,
Yeah.
we tried it.
You tried.
Look, what happened is she too damn emotional.
Yeah.
She a woman, and that's a beautiful example on how we should not conduct ourselves emotional. Because here it is, we broke down the scriptures, and what it is that through her own understanding, she was corrected, and I show her, yo, that's not talking. Well, I wasn't seeing it like, yo, oh my God, it's like, oh, excuse me, get the fuck out of here, man. Damn, I'm trying to explain it to you. It's like, oh, man, get out of here. You can't get it. You can't grasp it. Go. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Once you went against her doctrine, like, yo, it wasn't talking. She got emotional. She got offended, man. Because why? She really thought, oh, I'm doing something serious. I found this side. Oh, I'm going to come up here and try to be this, and I'm going to try to show them this.
Yeah.
Yo, it's not talking about that.
Correction is grievous to a fool. She want to remain a fool.
Yeah.
And that just goes into trying to what the video did with the brother with the fringes. Where your fringes at? Trying to make themselves righteous over money.
Bro, and it was so plain. I tried to break it down to her easy. Matter of fact, get John Tim over the shot. It was so plain, bro. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, go ahead. Through the spirit, you know, when she said, I was watching a video on y'all, and the spirit, the spirit flowed and was like, look, man, what camp are you watching? And that's why the scriptures say, then shall be known who am I chosen, men shall hate you, because first came up here asking questions sincerely, you know, whatnot, but she started to get the doctrine mixed up because she heard
from somebody else.
Hebrew Israelite speaking, but it's many.
She didn't know which one. And
she didn't know which one.
And that goes back to what I said earlier. Listen, when she said, y'all said for Friday, I said no. I said no, we didn't. Yeah. She said, well, y'all said you didn't ask us. Well, I didn't ask you. Right then and there. Yeah. She may cut that bitch.
And that goes into the scripture she even brought up. Be not dismayed. You know, she can't discern who is the most high dealing with and who's not. And that, again, it is not for her.
That's the spirit. I gotta say this too through the spirit. That's why a lot of these guys out here, these camps, man. A lot of you guys out there.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I see them demons.
Bro, keep going.
All right, see, that's the thing about.
I thought she was gone.
Hey, yeah, right. Hey, because that's the thing about a lot of you guys out here, a lot of you camps, man. Right, because you teach certain things. Like she came up here asking about the Sabbath, being Friday. Look, that's off. But she said, I'll learn from y'all. That's gonna go. A lot of you guys out there that's teaching this truth, and you leading the flock astray, you're gonna have to give account for that, man.
Exactly.
Right? Because she said y'all, and the brother said, yo, who are you talking about?
Yeah.
See, this is why the Lord said, then shall be known who are my chosen. He's getting ready to sift the house of Israel, man. Right. Because a lot of you guys out here, man, you gotta understand how serious this truth is. Yeah. And telling people the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast. Right. They come up here saying, but wait, hold on. Y'all told me that it was embargo, and we gotta be like, hold on.
No, we didn't.
We didn't say that.
Confusion.
Yeah.
That's why he asked about the Sabbath. She said it was Friday and Saturday.
There it is. So
she want to go into meat, but she can't even.
Yeah, that's why
I asked the question.
Genesis 1, like, yo, like, you gotta understand what the firmament is. You know the firmament. You know what heaven is. Like, yo, it's like, I didn't even want to really go into that Genesis 1 with her, because that's a heavy chapter, man. To break down.
Because she asking questions about that.
I had to ask her that to understand to see where we stand at. Like,
you had to for edification's sake, because she breaking that out. No, this is what it is. So you just did it for edification's sake. We know she wasn't gonna get that.
Yeah, and that shows, for example, our people give us the most problems. The ones of the circumcision, the ones that know the Israelites are the most wicked people.
Yeah.
You see the so-called white man, he walks fast, you know, he don't say nothing. You know, but you know, especially our own people, they come up as our friend and then they choose an enemy.
Yeah, bro, that was a demon, bro.
I got a piece up real quick. Go ahead. Just to back up about the new moon, it's not from Friday to Saturday. This is Psalms chapter 80, Psalms 81:1. Sing aloud unto God our strength, make a joyful noise unto the God of Jacob. Take a psalm and bring hither the timbrel, the pleasant harp with the psaltery. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon in a time appointed on our solemn feast day. So that's how you determine the solemn feast day, by a new moon.
Hey, if you could give me one scripture about the crying of a woman scared with it.
That's beautiful. I was thinking about
that. Bro, that shit was fucking wailing, bro. I'm serious, bro. That shit was bad, bro. Bro, that's why Solomon said I'd rather the well with a lion. In the world, like, oh my God, bro, that's, oh my goodness, bro. That shit is terrible, bro.
If I may add too, this is our women that know they Israelites in the last days. How much more when they knew they was Israelites amongst the men of the Lord, man?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna bring out 2 precepts, but I got you. Sirach 21 and 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. All right, now for the jump down to what you want. Well, actually, I'm gonna bring out a few more. Sirach 21 and 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Now I'm gonna bring out what you want there. Verse 26. A woman that honored her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonored him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. A loud crying woman and a scold shall be sought out to drive away the enemy.
Drive away the enemy. I'm like, oh my God, what is that, bro? That's bad, bro. That's bad, bro. She can scare away the enemy.
Hey, wait, you
That's
just had the enemy walking by. They was
looking like, damn,
what's going on there? And then she gonna say it's our religion. So you don't even know.
She turned the fuck up, bro.
I don't know, bro.
You know?
Hey, but if I can say this, it's not that we against women. We understand the principle things. Like when we go back to, again, Adam and Eve, man. Certain situations like that, the devil done crept in and told her certain things and this and that shit. She going off of that, but right. But then when who the Lord was dealing with, Adam told, look, man, we ain't supposed to do all that. Well, I thought this, I thought that. Now you see where we're going at. It's not that we against women or nothing, but yo, we got the Lord set us up to be out here teaching. You know what I'm saying? You coming to us for answers. How you gonna come to teach us? Like,
that's my point I'm getting at.
And it's not something we doing by choice. You know what I'm saying? This is like a heavy burden on us. So we burdened with this task. Come on, man. We gave us the understanding of all these things. And yet you asked it. And then all the questions you asked, precept after precept was brought out. Well, who wrote the Bible?
And no understanding.
Boom, 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 boom.
You get that? Okay, well then what about this? Okay, well then are you really eating and taking this in? You just jumping from here and here and there. Because she want to make it seem like she knew, hey, professing themselves to be wise.
They became fools.
Exactly.
And that's why you brought out Sirach 5 and 1. You know, keep that foot.
Yeah,
they concern not what they do with
Ecclesiastes.
So,
I got just one more, and I'm gonna let y'all take off. Job 39. Job 39 and 17. I'm gonna start at 16. She is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, because God hath deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. The same book you reading about is talking about you running your mouth. The Lord deprived you of wisdom, woman. You came up here thinking you knew something. Question, the brother trying to give you the answer. No, but what I thought, that's the problem. Lead not into thy own understanding. That's the problem. You want the answers, we giving it to you according to the scripture.
I mean, but if that's what you thought, and you want to convince otherwise,
Either way, your mind already set up.
I mean, but why stop and ask a question if you already convinced? Break down.
Go ahead.
This is John 10 and 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber.
Same as a thief and a robber, man. So already the mediator between the Most High and men is YAHAWASHI, man. So that's the only way you're gonna be able to get through is through him and through faith in YAHAWASHI. Go ahead.
But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calleth his sheep, and he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out.
Leadeth us out, man. But through YAHAWASHI, man, hearing his voice, man.
Yeah.
All right. He say, blessed are your ears, for they hear. All right. Blessed are your eyes, for they see, man. Okay. So what? Through YAHAWASHI. Hearkening unto him, man. That's the only way you're gonna be able to get into the kingdom. Faith in him. Alright? There's absolutely not talking about Esau physically going up in some spaceship and trying to break the heavens. You know, that's not talking about that, bro. You know? That's spiritual. It's like how can I even get in and explain that to you? Like,
that's why I brought out that open
let's not even go there, man. Then you gotta understand. You know, we don't truly understand how the Most High operates, and like, not saying we understand the way the Most High works, but the Most High use the sarcasm in there. If you can do this, then he states things that are impossible. If you can do this, then I will cast away Jacob. You know, like you gotta understand how the Most High talks.
Even Elijah, when Elijah was talking to the 400 worshippers of Baal, and they was up there all day trying to sacrifice to it, he said, peradventure he's sleeping when he's on a journey.
Yeah.
Come on, that's sarcasm right there. Even Yahawashi called some of the disciples the sons of thunder.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You know, you gotta understand. Oh, and she said, so the Most High, he make jokes. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know.
See, but you see, now she put the Most High into a box. Like Esau said, God can't hate, God only loves. So you mean to tell me that we possess an attribute
and shit,
that but the Lord don't laugh, he don't get mad? People are,
you know,
He's just there.
he's just there.
Hey, look, it's here. I only love. I only love, but you can hate, but I only love.
Fuck out of here. Ain't no disrespect to her, but it's just all business.
Yeah,
Nothing personal.
because she's an enemy. Because her rousing up, you know, who knows who's around. We would have been in trouble.
And even who was that? Glendora Reed. Even she said, huh? What's your mom? Beautiful. Even she said, Shalom. Even she said she out of order. Even she said
hey, she be calling Jake, yo, she don't understand it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I thought, no, it ain't what you like. You know what the scriptures say, man.
I was saying that they were going to the came through. Mom said Shalom. I heard it. He said Shalom. How about that? I heard it.
Yeah, it started 7.
Go to 7.
Yeah, go to 7.
This is John 10:7. Then said Yahawashi unto them again, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep.
So that's that door, Yahawashi, man. You know? So you gotta get through it through him. You know? Go ahead.
All that ever come before me are thieves and robbers.
So that wasn't talking about no spaceship going up there, breaking the heavens, none of that shit, man. It was a spiritual meaning. Go ahead.
But the sheep did not hear them.
Uh-huh.
I am the door.
So he said the sheep didn't hear them, man. It was many people that came before him. Talking about they was this, they was that, they was anointed, they was sent by the Most High. But what, the sheep didn't hear him, man. The sheep didn't hear them. Why? Because the sheep belong to Yahawashi.
Because only the Most High knows their name.
Exactly.
Like a dog. You're not going to call a dog that's not his name. You're not going to react to it.
No. We wasn't moved. We wasn't moved by all that other stuff out there. But when we heard the truth, which is the voice of Yahawashi, we was moved. That's what moved us, man. Go ahead.
This is 9. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved.
Khan. So,
And-
once again,
That's
that door.
Yeah.
It's not talking about, you know, something, whatever she was talking about, bro, man. Go ahead, man.
And shall go in and out and find pasture.
Khan.
The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
Khan.
I am come that they might have life,
Khan.
and that they might have it more abundantly.
So the thief coming to steal, kill, and destroy, and a lot of that is those false pastors, man. There's people come in thinking that they the anointed, or telling people they the anointed.
Yeah.
Steal, kill, and destroy, man. A fucking Harley, you know. When the trouble come, he out the back door. The whole time he told you the RFID chip wasn't the mark of the beast, and then what? As soon as it's implemented mandatory, his ass out the back door. You calling him, you ain't getting no call from this nigga, man. He's a fucking Harlan, and that exactly like bro said. That's gonna happen right now.
IUIC and all the
You know? Soon as it's mandatory, and that's when the sheep gonna scatter. And that's why Elder Hart say, "Yo, don't come running to us."
Yeah, he said that. Don't come running to us when the truth come out.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it's gonna come a time when it's gonna pop off like
They gonna
that.
wanna come
Oh
look.
shit, this chip mandatory? Well, G-Mess.
What should we do?
You know,
What's the name again?
Nate going out the door. Nate out of there.
He out the
Harlan.
back door.
You know?
In a Ferrari. Take Going to that Lear jet.
In the PJ. Private jet.
Private jet.
You know, somewhere in Dubai or some shit.
Snapping.
You know?
Over there, preaching the.
Yeah, y'all can make it.
Who watched all of them, bro?
Until I watched this video about them talking about Trayvon. He deserved what he got and shit. I was like, what the hell just happened? It was that Haitian dude.
I saw that video.
I was like, wow. I just dropped it. And then Adam Abbott too. I think that was the first groups I got, but it was like childish. Like all the videos they put out was just really like cut. I cut them. Cut.
That's self-glory. Yeah, that pride. That's self-glory.
Salaki, what's the name of the video?
Pride was not made for men.
And this goes to mankind. That was pride right there. That wasn't humbleness and meekness before us.
And you know, it wasn't about edification. It was just about them being seen cutting someone.
Yeah.
Because we could easily start out, yeah, you this, you that, you unshameful woman. Get the fuck out of here. And then have it titled, GMS St. Pete rebuked the wicked woman. Yeah. You know, that's how we could have done it. You know?
And then we could have got thousands of likes.
Yeah, thousands of likes.
But even going back to the video that we have right now, this right here is gonna justify us because we were breaking bread with her. So she go back home crying. She even recorded us too. Show them the video when you came up. And then look how it wound up. We came with knowledge. Yeah. We dealt with according to knowledge, man.
You know? Edifying, man. You know. Hey,
you should have listened.
That's what I'm saying. Listen.
Hey, and then if you know, if you watch, you know, you watch the video all the way through, then you'll be able to see a, you know, a little controversy or whatnot, you know. But other than that, man, it wasn't. This video wasn't made just to say, oh, we rebuked the shit out of a wicked woman or something, man. It's about feeding the sheep and edifying, bro. You know, because yeah, that would have got us more views, but we're not in it for that. You know, we're just simply trying to edify, man.
And then you have like 600, 700 subscribers because they seen that folly, but you only got like 4 or 5 people on the live feed or 3 or 4 people watching your video because you're not giving them any entertainment. You're giving them that raw deal.
Yeah. Go ahead, Al.
This is 11. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth light to the sheep.
And that light is that wisdom.
It's like giveth his life for the sheep.
Come on, the good shepherd giveth life unto the sheep, man. Right? Go ahead.
But he that is a hireling, and not the shepherd,
go ahead,
whose own the sheep are not,
you know, so they out there, you know, preaching, giving out false doctrines, you know, saying this and saying that. Oh, it don't matter what you call the Most High, you know, you can call them this, you can call them that, RFID, you ain't got to follow the laws, all that bullshit, man. Go ahead.
Seeth the wolf coming.
So he see the danger coming. You don't think Nate knows that this shit gonna pop off? Nate knows that, bro. But that's not gonna bring in, you catch more flies with honey, they say. So that's not gonna bring in a big congregation. Yeah, great dangers coming, RFID chip. If you don't get right, the Most High gonna kill you. That don't bring in a lot of people. But Israelite parties, burgers and fridges, grills, cookouts, all that. That's what brings in people, man. That's what people are attracted to. All right. But even though he see the trouble coming, he putting these people to sleep, giving them big fat burgers. You know, here you go. But the danger's coming. Go ahead.
Leaveth the sheep.
And that's what's gonna happen. When the chip is made mandatory, when the RFID chip is made mandatory, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna leave them out there. Adam, he ain't gonna have no answer. He's a youngster. You know, he's a youngster in the truth. You know, compared to the elders, man. You know, he's a youngster. He ain't gonna have no answers for these people.
I got something for you whenever you're ready, bro. Whenever you're ready.
All right, go ahead.
And fleeth.
They're gonna be out of there. Like, shoo. Because you know, at the end of the day, it's pride too.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I can't sit here and tell them I was wrong. Because he could say their life. At the end of the day, all right, you got 4,000 followers. They following you. They listen to what you're saying. So now that the RFID chip is mandatory and you knew you were wrong, you can say, yeah, well, hey, well, you know, that was right. That's the RFID chip. You know, don't get it, or you will be put to death. But instead, through the pride, he don't want to admit that he's wrong. He's going to leave. Out of there. You know? Out of there. He don't want to say, well, they was right, you know? It's too much pride, man. That pride is bad, bro. That pride, bro, it's gonna lead to
it's
death,
a cancer,
man.
Bro.
Yeah.
That pride had you telling the elders they need to step up.
Well, you probably were pissing in your diapers when the elder was reading in the library.
Hey, that's a straight demon.
Yeah, you
speaking in your ear, have you think, yeah, man, you a ballboy, man.
You need to tell the elders, man. What them three videos we gotta do.
Hey, rubbing oil on your head and everything, telling you you're doing the right fucking thing, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Hey, man, forget the mark of the beast, man. You just keep doing you, bro.
Yeah.
No tip.
You cutting niggas up everywhere.
You cut them up. It's blood everywhere you go.
The demons just
grand teachers. Slices the elders.
They throwing jamborees in his body, bro. Straight class act, man.
Legions, man.
Kid and play, all up in
they having a party in that bitch, bro. You know?
Yeah. He the teacher, so they have
dancing and shit. Hey, Just as Satan works.
Yeah,
He get you like that, then he leave your ass
leave
out there.
your ass.
Yo, how you act like this stupid ass nigga?
Look at your goof ass.
I work for the same dude. I work for y'all. Dummy.
Oh man, that's how it works, bro. Go ahead, man.
It's Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 51, verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
And a dog, you got people have a dog in their yard, you know, to bark, man. To alarm them of an enemy.
Exactly.
You know, that's why you like your dog. My dog gonna let me know if somebody come in his yard.
He was
So
like
he's gonna bark. You know?
What you see, boy? What you see, boy?
Hey, you feel safe at night. I remember when I was in the world, you feel safe. You woo woo, you hear him out there barking, you know you good, cause you know nobody ain't gonna come in your yard, cause you got big Cujo out there. You know, so you felt safe, cause you know, oh, he gonna let me know somebody come in my yard before anything. I'm gonna know.
And that's a watchman. That's a
watchman.
watchman.
You feel good about that, but the watchmen are dumb dogs.
Yep.
They don't bark.
They go back.
They don't allow you and let you know that hey, trouble is coming. You know, so the sheep are not safe. You know.
Verse 11. Yea, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough.
Go ahead.
They are greedy dogs which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand.
So they can't understand. They read and he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, small nations, big nations. Small nations, big nations, little nations, big. That's not talking about nations, man.
Nope.
You know, go ahead.
Salakia. They all look to their own way. Everyone for his gain from his quarter.
So what? Greedy dogs. That's all they got them for. To gain from them. To get money from them so they can continue to drive in their lavish cars. You know. They PJs, private jets. That's all they want the people for, the masses.
See where Rari's up there? It's Isaiah 51:12. Come ye, say they, I will fetch wine, and we will fill ourselves with strong drink. And tomorrow shall be as this day and much more abundant.
So hey, tomorrow's gonna be as this day and much more abundant. You know, we're gonna keep feeding the people lies, keep feeding them this, drink that costly wine, and drink that actual spiritual wine as well. You know, it's just gonna be his day. You know, go ahead.
Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves in wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink.
Yeah, and what? She, or all the rest of them, they drunk, but not with wine.
Yeah.
Off of them philosophies, man.
Exactly.
You know?
That's why earlier when I said she mixing wine, she was like, what you mean mixing wine?
Y'all just said it. Y'all just
don't understand. You understand. You mixing wine.
It's one.
It's one, man.
You know?
Hey, if you start drinking brown, don't start drinking white. You don't want to mix that. Start with the brown. You know how it is, Jay. Unless you're drinking 21 grams, but that's not the problem.
Hey, the water, that was in season. We're going to continue on. Go ahead.
You know, I was trying to show.
Continue on in John 10:12. And fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them.
Fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them. All right, Esau Edom is RFID chip. That's really what's going to come upon our people. And ultimately, the nuclear missiles. You know, go ahead.
And scatter the sheep.
And scatter the sheep. Because once your leader is taken out, that's what's so beautiful about this thing, man. The spirit. You know, we know Elder Tahar, and we know they were set up by the Most High. But look, if they was to get if the shepherd was to get hit, we still gonna believe. Because why? Who's the true shepherd? Yahawashi. They not telling us to worship them, and we know, because if something happened to them, we still gotta believe. We still gotta buy. What? You throw our faith in Yahawashi. We know ultimately who the shepherd is. Yahawashi, man. You know?
Because the Lord said that the Lord said, my sheep hear my voice, so that makes us sheep. But then he also tell us to tend to the flock. So that makes us shepherds as well. All right? So like you said, something that happened to the elders, we still got to keep pushing. Yeah. We still got to feed the sheep, man.
And our trust wasn't in men. Exactly. You know? Yeah, we believe that those men were set up, but we, you know, they just men. It's like us.
The spirits of my men.
And the Apostle Tahar tell you that.
Yeah, he said, I'm just a man. I can't save you.
You know? I can't save myself, you say.
Yeah.
You know, so you gotta realize, you know, keep that stable mind. Like, yo, seek your own salvation with fear and trembling. Man.
She should have been worrying about it. They are smoking blunts. Don't worry about that.
I can say one thing for that. Like, if you in a scenario like that with your family, just if you know the truth, live righteousness by what you know in the scriptures, and set an example. Lead by an example. Like, I know for me, I'm around a whole bunch of goddamn heathen in my family and stuff like that. But instead of me preaching to them, they be like, oh, hold up, he don't eat pork. He don't do this. Now they starting to question certain things. Now they just like, you know what? The Lord said don't do this. And the Lord, like my mom thinking the Lord said don't eat meat because of how it's worded. But the fact of the matter, me not eating pork, got her starting to examine what the Lord actually said in the Bible. So I'm like, I mean, you're not really going off with that. But at the same time, I didn't have to tell you nothing about the truth. But yeah, you starting to see a difference in me. You know, my whole family and other people I know about, oh, he don't fuck with no pork and no, nothing like that. It's something different. Why you don't do that? Well, God said not to. You know, long story short, I ain't got to try to convert you, but you're going to see in my own actions. It's better than me trying to preach to you. They're like, well, what you doing about it? You know?
And if they have some kind of conscience, they will actually respect that.
Yeah.
All right, I respect that. You know, so, you know, not all Jakes are just completely just wicked, you know. I speak for my mother, for instance. She don't believe what I believe in, but, oh, well, he has his own thing and he does his own thing and she respects it, man. You know, that's just how it is. Because why? At the end of the day, Jake knows the Most High exists, man. You know, they just don't want to turn from their ways. They know what you're doing got to do with something with the Most High. So, you know, they kind of, after a while, they kind of respect that and try to, you know, back off you a little bit. Go ahead.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, come.
What? Hebrew. Yeah, Hebrew Israelites. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
10, this is John 10:13. The hireling fleeth because he is a hireling and careth not for the sheep.
Exactly.
It's 14. I am the good shepherd and know my sheep and am known of mine. As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father. And I lay down my life for the sheep.
And I lay down my life for the sheep, man. You know?
And not all sheep hear his voice and follow him. So he said, put enough for these people. They ain't following you. They following Satan.
Low battery. Let's see how much battery I got on here. 2%. Yeah, we got to branch off.
I got to put it real quick.
All right. Take care.
I got to put it real quick. Right what we reading about. This is St. John chapter 17, verse 12. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me, I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled.
That's beautiful, man. None of them is lost, and
none of them is lost.
Ultimately, hey, like I was gonna tell her, it's really all about the elect, man. That's another thing those groups don't push. You know, not everybody is gonna listen, not everybody is gonna hearken. It's about the election, man. You know, Lord didn't come in for all Israel. You know, the elect is gonna receive it, and that's really, you know, to pretty much cut down that confusion with dealing people like that. The elect gonna receive. If they're the elect, they're gonna receive the word or not, man. That's really how it is. They don't receive the word, they ain't part of the elect. So don't really beat yourself up. Don't get stressed out like, damn, I want him to get it, he can't get it. It's, yo, the elect gonna get it, man. And that's really what, you know, how you really deal with those kind of situations, man.
I like to ask you to break it down real quick. I know it says the elect will be sealed and saved first, but how is the rest of the 1/3 going to be saved as well?
60.
Said right there, 2:30.
Yeah, and also
Remember the I was just telling you.
I mean, yeah, you can close out now.
Yeah. Well, I'll teach it to you, but yeah, we low on juice, man. 2%.
Okay.
Are we gonna give all praises
To Yahawah,
Yahawah, the one that said Apostle Great Millstone and taught us his truth, and blessings all you sincere laborers out there hearkening unto the words of the Most High. Shalom.
Shalom.
How you started? I hear it, Jason.
Oh, X.